Goldlewis.
And complete. Be ready for that next match. Actually, I'm gonna have you play on that.
Okay.
Have some fun, guys. Make sure you report to the man in the blue rage jacket. That is what we
Thank you.
Can I please also have
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Word. Okay, cool. What is up, Dr. No?
What is up with it? Kraken Atkins, Dr. No, back at it again.
Exactly. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
You've been rocking it out in the Melty world, you know, doing your thing.
Indeed.
We got tournaments this weekend. We got the biggest game lab, and then we got fights again tomorrow. We got it's a season of grinders right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, there's 40 people signed up for this tournament. If you're not in the Southern California area, it may come to a surprise that the weather is freaking nuts right now.
Yeah, if you were thinking to yourself, if you're watching at home and you were like, yeah, I couldn't drive tonight, I would understand, bro.
Yeah.
The freeways were scary. I think the 57 got like shut down for a little bit, like on my way here, because I had to get off the 57 just to get here.
Oh my god. Yeah, so we don't have the full 40 here, but even with that, this place is still packed. I mean, like, a ton of great Guilty Gear Strive competition here. We're starting out with Dadpool versus, the name starts with a C. I'm going to pull it up right now. Yeah. On the Goldlewis Dickinson.
Yeah, and you know, for Crisuki, hard first round opponent, and I mean, Dadpool's going to show you exactly why. Land the first super here and close out game one, but you know, we got a pretty stacked lineup today. We got a lot of heavy hitters. Akeno, Trevor Tsu, Meeks, Pokket. You know, you got plenty of high-level competition. Dadpool beat, you know, I think fairly high grade, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Dadpool had a lot of prominence in our earlier Game Lab tournaments. Like, they've won a couple of our Game Lab tournaments. As of now, I think they're actually mostly focused on multiverses, but you can't sleep on them. Like, they also play two extremely good characters. They play Jackal and Ramlethal, so.
There's too many fighting games, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta dedicate eventually, but dedication is dedicating a lot of that to you. Good catch. I actually kind of like the delay on Dadpool dip there to catch Crisuki pressing, because you see low battery gauge, that's kind of your go button against Jackal, but able to expose a little bit of here. We got nice carries.
Oh yeah, just implementing the chair, it makes sense because I mean, like, there's not much meter for the, or burst gauge for the Goldlewis to deal with, so you just have to take this pressure. There's no YRC, like, you're in hell. Oh no.
Might be seeing a little bit more help. Actually, I don't really think you can commit Goldlewis a little bit too heavy to have like any more combo, but yeah, that super is basically an RC, so gonna get yourself out of that situation. All the same, 2-0. This could actually be a pretty tough matchup for Goldlewis. It's kind of hard for Goldlewis to chase down Jacko, especially with JD. You can hardly beat it with like things like J8, but there you go. See, you have heavy commit options like that, like jumping in with that behemoth.
Wow. Yeah, but a little bit of pause on the pressure. They were able to bait out the gold burst. Although there was no punish, I mean, the statement is made. You don't have to worry about that burst anymore.
Yeah, and I like that committed fully to getting the burst there, right? Held one the whole time. Didn't like second guess himself. Got once the burst is already like dedicated, they kind of, you know, sure you don't get a punish, but that means next time you get in on Jacko, it's all money. But Dadpool not wanting to let the next time you get in on Jacko happen. 100% here in the corner. Like to chip out.
Yeah, this is extremely rough. Some good SDs are going to be necessary in order to survive the brunt of this. You see that Crisuki is just being completely drained of their tension after blocking the top. That risk is getting cranked. Any hit will do it, and the uncharged dust finding that needed overhead as Dadpool 1 round away from moving on.
Yeah, Crisuki, I mean, that was one of the better rounds we've seen so far, but it's just about how many times can you get that magic to happen. Dash blocks here, kind of getting stuffed up, but Goldlewis is a big boy. He can take a little bit of damage on his way in.
Yeah. One thing I did like that Crisuki showed in that previous match was utilizing the Gatling gun to ground control. So, like, Dadpool no longer really feels comfortable for doing minion tosses from the ground unless you're in an advantageous situation. All right, Bohemian Typhoon. Oh, that was cheeky. Okay, I think Dadpool was expecting a left-right. No burst.
Yeah, I kind of understand the getting there. I feel like Dadpool has a little bit too much meter for that to really be a profitable investment. But I mean, hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta take the risk.
Yeah. Okay, low dust starter, straight to the super. Goldlewis is a big boy, but this is some big damage. That's gonna kill.
Yeah, that super does just a little bit of damage.
Yeah, just a bit, just a bit.
Just a small amount. But Dad was able to do that one for him. What's up?
Ask me about some tots.
Some tots?
Some tots.
Napoleon.
Wait, that's not just
Those are
tots.
chicken nuggets.
It's tots and nugs.
Oh man.
With some barbecue sauce on the side?
We're getting the King's treatment.
Okay.
Alright. We got apps.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah.
Let's see who we got up next.
According to bracket, it's either going to be Rayzyrbyrn and Ooggy or NotChewy and MKJ. You know, depending on who pops up, that'll tell the story.
I'm being a little excited for some Rayzyrbyrn. Rayzyrbyrn has been doing really well at 0 Tuesdays. Regular top 3 finishes from him has been like making a big wave. And one of the things I always love about Rayzyrbyrn, you know, the man of many characters. You know, he keeps the Jacko ready, but he kind of pivots between Testament and Bridget mostly. But
Right.
having characters like that always kind of hard in a game like Strive, especially a game this volatile, to put yourself in the position where you're like, oh, I have to know different characters, I have to know different matchups.
Yeah.
It's a hard sell.
And it's impressive. I mean, the 3 characters that he has at his disposal are pretty high maintenance. Like, Testament requires, like, a lot to implement in terms of just having the solid non-traditional zone or neutral game and getting their confirms down. Jacko is, like, playing her entire game on her own. And Bridget, given the kind of uprising that she's had throughout this recent patch, you know, definitely somebody to contend with, but you need to know your stuff. And so all 3 of them are completely unique. I love the way that they counterpick their opponents based off of, like, not only just character matches, but also player matchups in order to you know, strive for success. So we'll be seeing them later. This is actually D4C, no?
Yeah, that's D4C sitting down across from
Brandanh.
Who I have not had the pleasure of meeting Brandanh before, but it got a 3-0 over Zany moments before this. And there's a hype squad behind Brandanh in the back there cheering on their boy. But D4C rocking it out with the classic Sato. D4C actually recently had a pretty good performance at Fullerton Fights. Made 4th, I believe, or at least top 6, and had a good showing for it. Would be a good question if they're ready to take on Brandanh and the Chipp. I hope you got some Chipp experience for you, Brandanh. I'm a little bit excited. You know, that's the best part about like newcomers to me, right? Is you get to learn a little bit about their style, learn a little bit about where they're from.
Yeah, and I mean this tournament is huge. I mean it's definitely brought out a lot of new faces.
Oh, yeah.
Or just some faces that we don't see like very commonly. Like Trevor Tsu has came out to a couple of Riverside tournaments, but they're not somebody that comes out all the time, and that's one of the best players that we have in California. So it's cool to see some like new faces and returning faces here for this massive monthly.
No, absolutely. But
Duel 1.
I believe this might be a button check.
Yeah, filling it out. Rightfully so.
Yeah. The hardest like mind game of both starting with 5B at round.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, not for nothing, I know that D4C at least had a little bit of Chipp experience. I have to imagine they've had to fight Flonominal at least once.
Oh, yeah.
So Flonominal bringing the fight with the Chipp had seen some moderate success within the local scene. So, but I mean, Chipp in this version feels like, I mean, Chipp is always overwhelming. That's like the nature of the beast. But with the recent performances like Bean and Marvello, like we've seen this character really be able to hang with the best.
Oh yeah,
within this meta. So.
Yeah, I feel like one of the other things is that like Chipp is one of those characters that can be heavily influenced by player. I feel like I see a lot of different ranges of Chipp aggression, and then subsequently how you play into Zato, what knowledge checks you're ready for, really dictate how well you can do in the matchup. So a lot to be learned on both sides, and it starts right here. We let the intros rock. I love letting intros rock. Like, personally, I feel like it's just like, yeah, you know what? Watch the whole animation. Let's get that extra minute to take a breath and get ready to go in. But the Shuriken snipe on Eddie right away.
Okay.
Snap the Magic Dragon. Gonna take a nice little counter hit out of you, but
wow, Gold Burst. Oh my god. Brandanh, I believe, has the hype crew behind them, if I'm not mistaken. They're popping off for every single.
Oh, yeah. Did a Shuriken hit? Let's go. Did we get a Gold Burst? All right. You know, that's true homies right there, but might be trying to dash the homies' dreams up right now. Wire C. Okay, escapes the situation off the Wire C, but now
coming in handy.
Oh, where are you going?
Yeah, all the blades in the world, Alpha, Gamma, Delta, whatever it is, the command throw, into the corner we go. Brandanh trying to make it happen. Whoa, they blocked that burst to even cross it, but was not ready for a punish. It was a little bit of a tricky situation.
Yeah, after the Gold Burst, I'm pretty sure Zato wanted just like to get out, was expecting a DP opportunity. Still looking for a way to find this opening. Gets in there with a low. You just got to be able to get him out. Eddie meter back online, but
oh my god, this is just round one. This feels so tense as if the set's about to end, but it's just getting started.
Yeah. And round one finally draws to a conclusion. The 2D sweep. It cost you a burst, and in the entire time, Brandanh actually able to get his burst back. But as I say that, how quickly it comes, how quickly it goes.
Oh man, found that command throw, so we're going to be able to get the cycle. Eddie's going to be ready to go, and Brandanh just used that burst. You don't have a lot of escape options here. BRC goes for the low. Gonna get that wall break. D4C in a prime position to take this first game.
Yeah, in a great spot, and getting positive meter on Zato is such a hard thing to deal with, but maybe fighting fire with fire a little bit. If you can stay on top of him, don't even give him the chance to summon Eddie.
Oh, BRC forward. Such good diligence and Aqua forward throw tech there, but does get opened up by the cross-up low. D4C taking that game one.
Yeah, 100%. I was actually thinking D4C was gonna go for the throw there, but Brandanh knew better than I. And snap the Magic Dragon once again. Back into the corner. So this is something that you'll notice that D4C does a lot in from mid-screen situations. T is very comfortable with letting the enemy meter completely run out to get these corner situations rolling. And sometimes it can work to their detriment, but with a better handle on like the player knowledge that we're seeing demonstrated, I feel like D4C is quite prepared.
Yeah, one thing I've been really impressed with D4C is their ability to bait burst. Like, there's been so many timings where they just have the full read on where Brandanh is going to go with the burst, and they're just, you know, puddling right underneath and making it whiff. It's been a massive difference maker in this set.
Yeah, really unfortunate drop on the sword, super confirmed. Now backed into the corner, Brandanh, time to cook. He got a little bit of meter, finds the burst out. Oh!
Spinaroonie gets the blade, and there it is. The Brandanh cheerleader crew able to pop off at a dub. It's a round. Let's see if we can work on a game.
Yeah, that was kind of terrifying, actually, because we swung into the oppose, and it couldn't, unfortunately, turn around which way the oppose is going to activate. Now into the corner.
Yeah, got the overhead reset off the Rekka, surprisingly. D4C not ready for it defensively. A little bit misspaced on the dust, but we're pushing to the corner regardless.
Okay. Gets the fast RC. I don't know if there was a higher route combo without Eddie there, but unfortunately losing the situation. Okay. Blocks on the mix so far. Oh, getting tapped by the overhead time and time again.
Tippy tippy toes to your tippy tippy dome, says Chipp's enough 3 times a charm. Brandanh, the hype crew, oh my god, I love this. They're getting more and more hype, and I feel like the powering of Brandanh. Here they go, the round start.
Yeah, gets a solid jump in off the JH as the crowd rejoices. Sticking into the corner seems to be like what Brandanh wants, right? Not even like the wall breaks anymore, just getting like nickel and dime damage in these corner situations. I mean, look at the HP bars. The story tells itself.
Dr. No, I see it in my peripheral vision. A lot of the crowd against Brandon's like shaking their head with every interaction they get. Like, D4C is putting the stop to the momentum right now. It can be tough with the crowd and your opponent like getting powered up. You don't want to be shaken by this.
No, you have to stay strong. But that's what happens at offline, right?
That's the third time. Like, okay, if D4C is feeling anything about the crowd and Brandon powering up, they gotta feel proud about baiting that burst 3 times in a row in the exact same way.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, it kind of went both ways there, right? It's like, yeah, the crowd cheering for you, but everyone in the crowd went, ooh, and
yeah.
we saw that breaking the law.
Exactly.
Oh, yep. Shadow the Edge Frog here to help once again. Zato really needs to get a handle on this one once again.
Ooh.
You can't jump in at this man.
All right. D4C. Solid response, silencing everybody as we're all intently waiting to see who's going to come out on top with the advantage within the set.
Okay. Decent blocks, but got opened up.
Ruh-roh. Oh, D4C being really conservative with the burst here. Just trying to let it rock until they desperately need it, but Brandon isn't going to pump the brakes. Oh my god!
It's holding the burst for so long. But yeah, Brandon able to take that one. So I believe that's 2-1. So one thing I'm actually noticing is that when you give D4C the space to scout out the jumps, multiple times in a row, they're able to knock Chipp down out of the sky. But when Brandon gets going, D4C is really struggling to find any way to get Chipp off of him, and is also not holding enough meter that we're able to not holding enough meter to even like go for like a wire seat or something like that, just to like desperation. Hey, I need my turn back right now.
Right. Yeah, if you go to the buttons, they changed like their entire layout.
Yeah, the controller disconnected there for a second. I don't know. Maybe the controls reset or something. I don't know, but either way, plugged back in.
All right.
Locked up. Hopefully didn't happen mid-set, but I mean, you never truly know.
Indeed. Jumping back into it. But yeah, no, I completely heard what you're saying, and you're right. Like, as soon as Brandon is getting those opening sequences going, D4C just having a little bit of trouble. And I mean, naturally so with Zato. I mean, we see a lot of mods being done by the Abare 2P and 5P pokes, but those come with risks. And it seems like D4C is like really conservative on any type of reversal options. You know, not many wires he's being thrown out there. They died with burst in that previous game, so.
Yeah, and not having a reversal super as well is relevant in this matchup, right? When you just say, please, I want this character off me, you don't have a potent reversal threat like a lot of other characters do.
I really feel like D4C needs to burst early. Like, just prevent sequences like this. Because right now, Brandon is his bag. This is where Brandon wants D4C to be. Good defense thus far, though. D4C is able to find out without the burst. So, let's see.
Yeah. And see, this is, again, what I was kind of like talking about earlier, is when you get to the corner situation, if you're running out of Eddie just to get to the corner, you don't have additional pressure. Whoa!
What?
Okay. A little steezy. Wish it would have led to an actual punish, but I mean, either way, you're in the corner, you're getting the damage you want.
Oh,
it's
that's a
the
punish!
YRC.
How do they do it? Oh, but then get the wall break. Oh my god. Chipp is running free, running wild. J2K? No.
Breaking the law, just trying to make it ambiguous where you go. Cross down into the
God.
corner. Cross through.
Great defense with the 6P there from D4C.
Yeah, the huge answer here. The blocks are actually coming in really clutch right now for Brandon. Blocks and
Oh,
dies.
man.
Weathers the full storm out of that scramble and able to pick up the pieces.
That was beautiful. And just, what a freaking round start from Chipp. Enough run up 6 heavy? Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm going to bring it down real quick.
Okay, Brandon filling themselves right now. D4C FDing for their life. Unfortunately, they're so low on the tension, cannot really separate space in a significant manner. But 2K2D fighting out.
Yeah, really need an opportunity here. The BRC mix is going to be enough to get in.
No punish, but this is still big. D4C is without the burst. We've already been talking about the deception not being too up to stuff, but the reversal throw. Here we go.
Yeah, pushed back into the corner with these drills. You have meter for a super to regain Eddie, but remember, BRC just a hope for an extra layer of mix. I feel like D4C is really reaching right now in this last round, and it's not showing the best benefit. Brandon just play.
Oh no! Couldn't get the 2K2D off of that with punish on the landing. The uncharged death does make contact this time. Eddie is here to pick it up.
No, it's not gonna kill. Oh! Backdashes out the dust.
No way. Oh, fishing away with the Rekkas. And the command throw on the end should be enough to do it. Brandanh with the 3-1 victory over D4C. Gonna be moving on to into winners round 3.
Yeah, Brandanh has fans out here. You know,
the brand fans.
I didn't know the brand fandom, but apparently they are here in force and they are ready to support their boy. I love that. And also, I mean, really, really good stuff for keeping the pressure on. I felt like the mix was, you know, everything you normally expect from Chipp, but it was more about just like Brandanh realized, oh, I just have to keep my foot on the gas and I can't let go.
Yeah, a master of momentum, because like in that same token, I don't feel like they overextended in any given sequences. Like it was very calculated in the sense of recognize that D4C was not willing to pull the trigger on YRCs, not really to pull the trigger on burst early in the game. So like as soon as they found that hit, they're like, I have full ticket to ride. They're gonna save their burst until they're like about to die, or like when it's a perfect timing where they could burst of course into the corner. It was solidly played there from Brandanh altogether.
Yeah, there was like 1 or 2 rounds maybe where we saw like a couple jump-ins get sniped from further range. But even then, right, you lose one game and Brandanh kind of said, okay, I know what I need to fix here. Mopped up the next 2 games without dropping a round. Pretty good stuff. And we're pivoting over now to Rayzyrbyrn versus Ooggy. Ooggy Boogie.
Good stuff. Now, are you familiar with Ooggy?
I am not actually. I met Ooggy. Ooggy's been to one of these before, hasn't he?
Potentially, I'm not sure. They might be rocking. Well, it's funny because I know that Chris also used to play Zato, but I'm imagining that Chris is on Testament and Ooggy's on Zato. So
understandable, understandable.
Man.
But I do know Rayzyrbyrn.
Duel 1.
Okay, another white Zato actually. How do you miss Rayzyrbyrn in the button check? How do you miss that? It amazes me every time that we've been playing this game long enough. We all know how button checks work. When I see people miss the gold burst, I don't, like, how? Like, he's not doing anything. They are willing to let you sit there and press the button.
It's the nerves and not enough exposure to the situation. We don't get offline tournaments all the time.
That's true,
like
that's true.
when it's time to just like, you know, someone giving you a free gold burst, it's just like, all right, just run up and then hit the button. And all of a sudden palms are sweaty, bursts are whiffing already, like it happens.
I will never forget, like one of the first drive tournaments I went to, they were like, oh yeah, like we'll do the button check. I let my opponent burst me. I went back up to them and they IB'd my burst. And I thought that was more disrespectful than just blocking it. I was like, why do you have to show me that you're that good to block an IB, like to IB the burst? But also, why? It's button check. Leave me alone. Like,
that's a mad funny power statement.
That's what
Okay, so
right.
what's funny is I don't know which one is Rayzyrbyrn.
Yes, so I am actually also not sure. I think Ooggy is actually the Testament because I believe Rayzyrbyrn plays neutral color Testament.
I see, yeah.
And interesting to opt into this for the, instead of either the Ditto or bringing out, does that work?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say still in block stun. The Super's not gonna connect out there, but 5P locked into the corner. Can we get out? Ooh, okay. Good escape from Ooggy.
All right, setting up shop with the minions, gonna be able to find the dust. Had an opportunity for a combo, wasn't able to make sense of the chaos in time, so having the PRC to save their life.
Yeah, that is one thing. This is one of the lesser played characters of Rayzyrbyrn, so I feel like Razor doesn't. I don't always see like a lot of the longer combos that a lot of other Jackos can tend to pull out, but either way, Rayzyrbyrn, assumedly, taking the first round.
All right. Ooh, okay, yeah, trying to go for the defense. That minion was just a little bit too high up, so not getting any safety there, but loving the corner carry, trying to keep it all burst safe. What an air throw, are you kidding me?
Yeah, really good air throw. And that's one thing Rayzyrbyrn has always actually been super good at, is calling out throws with throw tech and landing air throws like that. Just has a great handle on when you want to jump out of the corner.
It's the plus R in him.
It really is.
All right, set the minions yet again. Ooggy just has not been able to navigate this minefield of minions, and now they're charged up, armored up, no escape in sight as Rayzyrbyrn, assumedly, takes game 1.
Allegedly. So, what's up?
Are you good on water?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
Thank you, though. Yeah, no, Rayzyrbyrn, one of the things Rayzyrbyrn, or I'm liking from Ooggy, is trying to get in and press enough on this matchup. The hard part
We're assuming Jacko.
The hard part for Testament in this matchup is Fireball being kind of offline by minion toss. Makes it really difficult for when you get to start pressing your normal, Arbiter RPS. Throws out there, ducks under the crow.
Okay, here comes the throw here from Ooggy to try to get things started. Push into the corner, stay in state. Getting a little bit rough for Rayzyrbyrn, but I love just dashing under, switching the scenario. Beautiful 6-speed.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with the jump in there from Ooggy. I felt like you had a great situation. You had the succubus set into a great spot, but now you have to find a way to reverse the situation back into your favor. But don't know if
is that gonna hit? I don't think so. Yeah.
No. I wanted to believe. I was like, yeah, you know what? You messed up the last one. You cleaned it up on this one, but.
Why RC from that far away? That had to be an inhibitor.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe wanted like a ERC drift forward off of something. I don't know exactly what the, YRC, not exactly the escape option that you needed to be in this situation.
Okay. Yeah, so the thing is, Ooggy, in terms of the neutral game from round start situations, has actually been super on point. What they're having trouble with is keeping the momentum, and I think it's exactly what you pointed out. Just like these jumps and not phenomenal reversal super, but like in terms of like the overall snowball potential, the jumps and the lack of actual corner control is what they need in order to like be advantageous in the set rather than in a round.
Yeah, and one thing that I'm starting to notice is that I feel like Ooggy is getting slightly more comfortable on swinging at longer range Jacko. We've seen a lot more 6Hs, a lot more Arbiter commitments like that. It worked last time, didn't work this time, but I like that you're willing to show different layers to this.
Right. Oh, love the RT to save the life and cover the neutral. Beautiful teleport. Okay, now Rayzyrbyrn swinging away with the minions, try to fight back out of the corner. Everything is hidden.
Oh, that goal burst is actually so huge now.
Yeah, my question is, how's Ooggy going to spend the bar? You just got full tension. What are you doing? Are you going to Disneyland?
Yeah, Rayzyrbyrn, I really would like to. I'd like to see the battery super come out just to get enough pressure to actually get in, but maybe unneeded. Again, okay.
Okay, back throw, the easiest Ooggy in the world. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, just gotta. You have to try to find a way in here, and again,
that was so good.
Yeah, having no. I feel like you hit the nail on the head. Walking around with 100% meter for that long in this matchup. Granted, there's not a whole lot of places you can just, willy-nilly throw a meter, but to see all of that meter just go unused, eventually Ooggy is just going to say, oh, you're not using it. I'm just going to start, I'm not going to respect a battery super. I'm not going to respect a ERC mix. I'm just going to keep going with my game.
For sure, for sure. Well, so far, Rayzyrbyrn having a pretty significant lead, kind of being overturned a bit from the Ooggy burst, but back to the mid screen we go.
Yeah, it's more opportunities here, but minion over the top. I like that. You gotta shoot from the 3 sometimes, this Jacko.
Right.
Do it again. Okay, BRC should be able to kill off that. Yeah, able to knock one more in. Right. Okay, round start for us. I actually kind of like. Rayzyrbyrn has not shown too many aggressive options off the round start. I feel like Rayzyrbyrn knows how high the reward is off of a round start win, so it's kind of like hedging his bets a lot of the times. Meanwhile, Ooggy still okay.
Oof. Okay, yeah, staying here. That's gonna be a massive pop up. Couldn't get the dash up 5K. But just still controlling everything. Able to beat the burst too, but no full combo to get the kill. But has enough control of the matchup, but it doesn't matter. Ooggy, the Testament, really coming in clutch right now. These two are tied up.
Yeah, I feel like Ooggy's game plan is really solid. It's just about who kind of starts cooking first. Able to find a 2S there. Trying to stay in optimal range. Yeah. Good back out from Rayzyrbyrn. No, you can, again, just shoot from the 3 with the minions,
Okay, burst coming out here from Ooggy. And, I mean, it was pretty significant. Oh, my God. Reach into the heavens with that 6 heavy slash. Able to catch Jackal from above. But the farthest range 6B I've ever seen in my life. The throw bait. Okay.
Yeah, a good jump over the throw here might be. Oh, actually got the minion kind of like alley-oop to the wrong position. Didn't know where we were shooting from.
Yes. Oh, it was a fake out. Did not actually teleport into the Fairy.
Yeah, you gotta. Oh, I was gonna say you have a lot of meter that you can block your way out, but wanted to force a way in. Wanted to just say, please, I want to get this round knocked in.
Duel 1.
Rayzyrbyrn able to take that 2-1.
Yeah. Because one thing I'm noticing about Rayzyrbyrn is their willingness to cover the skies as they're cycling through their minion throws. So, like, what they'll do is throw a couple of minions overhead if they feel like you're getting overwhelmed on the ground, or throw out some 6 heavy slashes, and they don't care if it's hit or block. It's stuffing where you want to go and forcing you to want to play more ground game, which is where they're comfortable.
Yeah, I really wish we would have just opted into the combo. We had combo route for Super from Ooggy earlier. Didn't able to close out the round there in the end without it, but I feel like we had opportunity to commit the meter there.
All right.
Sniped out by the 2S.
Oh, 6 heavy slash empty here. There it is again. Rayzyrbyrn covering the skies. Not a massive combo, but great screen positioning back throw.
Okay. Yeah. Jacko 6 speed active enough for that one first to hold on to the corner as best we can, but this time it's Jacko's turn for a bit of jump ins, able to chase all the way down into this opposite corner.
Sheesh.
We have a coast to coast with it there.
Indeed, yeah. It just through pure aggression there from Rayzyrbyrn, whether it be from Jacko herself or the minions doing the work. Ooggy just completely overwhelmed.
Yeah, finding a couple good confirms here. Yeah, I kind of get the jump back. A lot of the, one of the other big things I'm noticing Ooggy struggle with is dealing with minions behind Testament.
Yeah.
It can be kind of hard to like back up, swing on them, and then try to find your turn after that.
First on the distance, it did save the life, but it was just too little too late as Rayzyrbyrn was able to find the perfect victory. And 3-1 overall. They're going to be able to take that set over Ooggy and move on to the winners round 3.
Yeah, not a bad set, not a bad set. I actually thought Ooggy had a very solid game plan there. Was a couple of situations where I felt like combos could have been optimized, but overall, I would not be surprised to see Ooggy kind of, you know, on the war path later on in the coming months. Definitely felt like a leveling up Testament.
Yeah, definitely, especially since Testament is not a character that we have too common around here. Like, aside from Rayzyrbyrn, I don't really see that character too often represented in the offline circuit of Southern California, and Ooggy definitely has a solid head on the shoulders, like, really good controlled neutral game. I easily could have saw that going into a game 5 situation if Ooggy was able to really kind of figure out the struggles they're having in the matchup, but it's some good stuff. And I mean, Rayzyrbyrn is there's so many freaking talented players in this bracket. Rayzyrbyrn is one of them, so it is what it is, but...
Yeah. You're gonna play somebody good eventually. You know, there's no way around it.
Yeah. Speaking of talented players and playing someone good eventually, we have a match on stream that, like, I honestly thought had potential to be grand finals. It'll be Trevor Tsu and Pokket.
Yeah, no, this is like a top 4 matchup, almost guaranteed, but now happening in winners round 3. Pokket versus Trevor Tsu. And so these two have played a lot before. They've played here. They've played online. Trevor Tsu has actually given they've talked a lot about this matchup, and I've kind of talked with Trevor a little bit about this off stream about like who's like characters that you struggle with or you have thoughts on.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor does not like playing Pokket, not from like he enjoys competition and everything, but Pokket understands how important aggressive round starts are. He understands how, like, you know, hey, if I get my ball rolling, I can absolutely blow this character up. So I would expect sparks to be flying in this kind of a matchup. Pokket actually just winning the most recent 0 Tuesdays. So coming off a good win there. Aside from Trevor Tsu, I don't know how much... how many other, like, Axles Pokket consistently plays with?
Yeah. Whenever Kiet comes out.
Yeah, Kiet.
Yeah.
Kiet is the other one. Haven't heard from Kiet in a while. Haven't heard from Kiet after Frosty, but Hopefully he's doing well. I believe he's still in the online tourney scene.
For sure, for sure.
But
Yeah.
I mean, Trevor Tsu, I believe, still first seed for the tournament. Man's got, he's got a great handle on Axel. Has kind of been, was like, we had our stealthy era. Now we're in the Trevor Tsu era. We just
Right.
have an Axel that is constantly here to be like, yeah, I'm the one, you know?
Yeah, both of them extremely good. I know they're both also like great friends, so I'm sure they're able to like trade off as like mini tech and
yeah.
ideas that they have between each other, which is even more threatening, right? Having two of your strong players within the team playing the same character and able to level each other up. It's like, man.
That's the worst feeling. Is like you get beat by one of them, and you're like, well, now the other one knows how to beat me.
Right.
Like they're gonna go talk about this, like.
Basically. But yeah, that's a solid like spread of like winners round 3 matches that we have as we work our way within this top 16. So Trevor Tsu and Pokket happening right now. I also see Schwa and Botan, Dadpool and Madude, which is unfortunate because I think they're ride shares.
Oh no.
So that's rough. NotChewy and Meeks, Rayzyrbyrn and Flonominal. So yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple good ones. We actually have a ton of killers in the top side of this bracket. There's about to be some big names. I also saw Akeno on there making his way. Who are they playing?
Oh, Brandanh.
Brandanh.
Yeah, if that match is on stream, it's gonna be really funny.
That would be a lot of fun to watch. I actually am looking forward to that one, but you gotta get there first. One thing I actually like, and I talked about this because we have 2 Nagos still floating along in bracket, Trevor Tsu and Meeks, or excuse me, Pokket and Meeks. Pokket, definitely a lot more in the aggressive style of Nagos, definitely like way more willing to force hard RPS, do that kind of a game plan, which against Axel, you know, necessary tool. You really don't want to give Axel that kind of space, so unfortunately, Pokket off the sea. Oh no, he is returned.
There we go.
I was gonna say he left his hitbox up here.
Yeah. So there is actually a third Nagoriyuki in top 16. It's NotChewy. NotChewy is more of a Riverside native. I don't know if they've been out to Fullerton, but
oh yes, no, I do know NotChewy. I think NotChewy's been here before.
Yeah, they used to play here a lot.
Yeah.
Like grand finals here time and time again was NotChewy Dadpool. That was like the grand finals at least like 5 times here. But yeah, it's good to see them coming out. Like they went to Festival of Fights 2 in October, and I think they did pretty well. And they also have an extremely aggressive Nagoriyuki. Like it is so tough to commit or convince NotChewy to slow down. And I mean, rightfully so. They're so good at keeping their gas on the pedal. So.
And you know what? Like, if you're gonna do that in Strive, Nago's kind of the character to do it because sometimes you gotta live fast and loose. You know, you gotta be like, you know what? Either I'm gonna gamble all of your HP bar or all of mine, and that's the stakes we play for.
Right. Just got to be mindful of that blood gauge. There's something that I'm sure that Pokket is well aware of. Like, I rarely see them overcommit too hard when it comes to, like, they have pretty good blood gauge management. So, yeah, let's just make sure to see they don't get overwhelmed by Trevor Tsu. Because, I mean, like, Trevor Tsu, one of the best that we have here. We're just talking about the dueling opposing Axels within Southern California. But here we go.
Yeah, and you know, I think you hit like a very good point. It's like you do not see Pokket like accidentally force a blood pop.
Yeah.
And even if you do, you're never gonna see it twice in a set. He has pretty good mid-set adaptation. When he is playing on, he knows his limits. If he ever exceeds them, he knows how to rein it back in.
Yeah.
But Trevor Tsu also, speaking of a strength that Trevor has, I feel like his defensive grabs are so unreal.
Oh, man, reaching for another one. Okay, but feeling the pressure, going to be going for the wire. See, here comes Trevor trying to find out the corner. Beautiful rainwater.
Yeah, maybe wanted closest. Maybe he was hoping the closest will hit in time, but if being +3, Axel can get out of there more times than not. Commits a bit of blood there to try to get in. The screen space is being choked. Yeah, great call. Beautifully played from Pokket. Slowly came in, just started putting the pressure on. The second he noticed that Trevor Tsu was like, I really got to get out of this corner, pulled the trigger, able to close out that round.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Beyblade in, no follow-up. immediate burst yet again. That's something that I saw from the round 1 as well. It is a bit rough if you like don't have burst and you're like a special away from popping blood gauge, which is something I noticed in the first round, but Pokket was able to fight out of it once. I'm curious to see if they'll be able to do it again.
Okay, kind of rode the snail back in. IVs on that one.
Oh.
Backdashes out. Read the throw. Got caught by the dust. But already, I mean, you know, like you were talking about with the burst, right? Already has most of his burst meter back, and Axel not exactly the character you want to be bursting more times than not.
Yeah, I think what I'd like to see from, oh, okay, this is, I don't even want to finish that statement because this is a massive opportunity here for Pokket. They have Trevor Tsu locked down, back up against the wall. Trevor Tsu does have some opportunities for his game in terms of the meter and the burst, but just beautiful spacing here thus far.
Yeah, finding that 2S there, or that 2S confirmed there, gave you enough blood meter to make this most of the situation.
Oh my God!
Oh, well, we have time!
No, they missed the punish opportunity. That's such unfortunate news there for Pokket. Back up against the wall, they don't have the burst available, and now Trevor Tsu has that full screen to work with on the walk back.
Yeah, brings the guillotine down, finds the red RC. Yeah, and that'll do it.
Oh my gosh.
So, hopefully Pokket can not tilt off of that situation. You had him dead to right. Command grab goes up. PRC for PRC just was not quite able to pick up the most of that situation.
Yeah, they were essentially playing like speed chess, and like Pokket had the checkmate, right?
Yeah.
But they just like couldn't like capitalize on the opportunity in time because the mental stack was just way too high.
Yeah, that's you know, that's always how it goes. Okay, maybe thought that Pokket maybe thought he was gonna land in front of Trevor there and wanted to get the burst into the corner there, but now Trevor's kind of starting to run the show, finding the grab there as well.
Yeah, Pokket is just having trouble dipping back into the momentum that they previously saw in game 1. And these opportunities, right, when Pokket is really close to popping blood, they don't have burst, and Trevor Tsu has the entire screen behind them. It's just like your endurance as a Nagoriyuki player needs to be at an all-time high, because you want to never say die, but it's easier said than done. This could be a massive opportunity to get things back in their favor, though.
Yeah, gets a good bit of blood back off of that far-ass combo. Went for the bite. I don't think we fully committed the combo. This should hit. Yeah. That's oh, okay, yeah, actually bursted in time just to make sure that he didn't die. Ended up saving him the round. But that's the, one of the rare instances that, like, Axel can be punished at, like, full screen.
All right.
Or reaching, like that. The hitbox extends to the sickles.
Yeah, I'm loving Trevor Tsu with this in-and-out playstyle. Like, the situational awareness of just, like, having the screen advantage, they're just really implementing, like, the strike throw minigame that's overwhelming Pokket. But due to this burst and just some good neutral play thereafter, Pokket is going to be able to find a wall break with the super.
Yeah, gonna get these plus frames going. I feel like this would, yeah. So, I was also going to say, if Trevor Tsu was ever going to pull out a reversal super, it would be there to stop the momentum, and Pokket, both of them kind of knew that. Trevor Tsu getting the better of that RPS.
Right.
Pulling out here. Has a decent amount of blood to force a way back in. Going for it now.
YRC activation here from Trevor Tsu. They just really need any little bits of damage in order to chip out Pokket. They have full tension gauge to work with, so it's really... Well, wait, yeah. I got confused on the meter. I thought the Trevor Tsu was full tension gauge, but I wasn't wrong on the situation at hand. Trevor Tsu sitting on that life lead and able to sit on the dub as they're up 2-0 now.
Yeah. Pokket had a... I feel like Trevor Tsu is kind of like adapting a little bit quicker than Pokket is here.
Right.
But, okay. Finds a good answer with the 6P there. Now this is exactly where you want to be, yeah. You can kind of accept the burst there, and I think Trevor Tsu even knew, was just like, I'm going to commit for as much damage as I can get until the burst hits me.
Yeah, but I like that style of burst from Pokket rather than the burst that we've been previously seeing. Because they've been bursting from, like, pretty much as soon as Trevor Tsu finds a hit, but it's in mid-screen. So, like, they reset back to full screen. Pokket is, like, a special away from popping blood gauge. That was a better burst. Just still hasn't really been able to shut down Trevor Tsu as much as they'd like.
Yeah, and I feel like Pokket is trying to read a couple more of Trevor Tsu's defensive options, but Trevor is just kind of not an easy book to read as it seems.
Yeah.
Definitely got some 301 course material right now that we're trying to read. Finds a good air throw there.
All right, let me get the spark notes.
Yup. Tried to even bait the burst there. kind of okay to go for the burst bait there. You're in enough of a commanding situation that you hold on a corner.
Yeah, just hopefully they're able to win some neutral exchanges. They don't have a burst to utilize. Not that I think they would want to, but Trevor Tsu is slowly but surely building up the momentum. They're about to be tied up in life bars pretty quickly here.
Yeah, finally gets out of the Winter Mantis to be able to find an option here. And the reversal, super. Said, I saw you pressing that 2K. I looked over at your fight stick and I saw you pressing that 2K.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, so that was definitely more of a situation of the speed chess interactions happening, but Pokket recognizing the checkmate. So this is good. I mean, they need a reverse sweep in order to make this happen. They have the right ideology to do so based off that round.
Right.
Oh my God.
Getting chin checked. right on that little like bone mask jaw. I guess I don't actually know what the mask is made of. I don't know if they've ever talked about it, but either way, unfortunately, a couple of more chin checks and you might just see PCing yourself in the loser's end of bracket right now. Gets pulled back, put away. How do you even find a way in against this much meter?
I don't know. Just Pokket looking for answers. Maybe all in the wrong places. Another speed chess situation where Trevor Tsu comes out on top, and they will be able to get that 3-0 victory headed into the top 16 territory. Trevor Tsu looking.
Yeah, I feel like Pokket was kind of taking a little bit of a gamble there. I felt like that was a situation of I have to kind of make something funny happen, and I don't have enough blood meter to do something that would not result in a blood pop immediately after if I lose. So went for the gold burst. Unfortunately didn't quite go his way, but I mean, hey, that happens when you play Seed 1.
Yeah, it's rough, but okay. Trevor Tsu moving on. Off stream, Dadpool was able to get the victory over Madude. So I believe that means Madude is paying for the gas on the ride home. Yeah, in terms of next stream matches, there hasn't been anyone called up yet, but there's a ton of like great options available. I wouldn't mind seeing really any of these matches. I actually really want to see NotChewy versus Meeks, because the Nagoriyuki mirror is really funny, but yeah, I don't know if those two have like played against each other a lot, so I would like to see them go at it. Brandanh and Akeno would be funny, because I want to hear the crowd pop off. Yeah, there's plenty of good options here.
Yeah, we'll see who's coming up next. I know that if we do get the Meeks matchup, he does actually very well in the Nago Ditto. It's one of his better matchups. And funny enough, it's for like a reason that I've kind of faulted him for in the past. He is not as much in favor of like the aggressive RPS style of Nago. He doesn't have that as developed, but he does know how to block it. So he's very good at the Nago Ditto when he can space things out and like really take that time. But we are getting a great treat. Akeno, I just saw walk up to the station. They are going to be running it up against Brandanh. Chipp versus
Ramlethal.
Ramlethal.
And so like the reason why I feel like this one will be funny is because like Akeno definitely like one of the most prominent Ramlethals that we have in Southern California, aside from like Methane and a couple of other Ramlethals that we see here and there. But like Akeno, definitely an emotional player. Like they wear a lot of emotions down their sleeve, and so like I want to see the test of how they react, because the Brand fans are going to pop off. Oh, yeah. Like on every given hit, if it's like literally just a jab into a drop combo, they're popping off. Like so to see if they're going to be able to keep their emotions like in check and do what they came here to do, which is get some dubs and Guilty Gear Strive. So.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. And I feel like for Akeno, you know, went to Frosties, I believe, was like just shy of top 64 at Frosties, or was able to make, I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, you go to majors like that, you have to get used to the crowd being behind you. You have to be used to listening to people, you know, yell, call out, all the usual, you know, MGC stuff.
Right.
So hopefully, well and prepared to take that one. Meanwhile, I mean, I did also, you know, I gotta shout out Fandan for the culture. The Gargura jacket kind of goes hard. I'm digging it.
Which jacket is it?
Gargura.
The VTuber.
Yeah, the VTuber. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
also the shirt got double merch locked up right now. I just looked at the streams. Got the shirt as well.
All right, HoloLive enjoyer. I'm much more of a Niji Sanji fan. I like the Niji Sanji crew, but Garguru is one of the OGs, so respect.
I'm V Shoujo mostly for me.
Okay. They have a powerful lineup over there as well.
Oh yeah.
V Shoujo is the one that picked up Keisan, right?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm a Niji Sanji fan, but I love Keisan, so
Yeah,
like.
I adore Keisan. I like a lot of the HoloLive growth. Honestly, VTubing is just kind of taken off. You're a VTuber now.
Yeah, that's actually me. Like I know that like people were thrown off and they were just like, "Yo, Akin's a VTuber." Like, no, that was me finally turning on my cam. That's how I look like on camera. You know, they say that like on TV you look nothing like you do in real life, and like on my stream, like that's actually me.
Yeah.
It's not a VTuber, right?
No,
like,
it's actually just a normal webcam. That's
basically.
it. Yeah.
The reason why I downplay it is like there's this meme in the BlazBlue community that every TO eventually becomes a VTuber. And so like there was only 2 left. It's me and Zate that hadn't fallen down the pipeline. And like I'm trying to downplay it and convince people that like I haven't become one because I can't be a victim. It's happened to literally everyone. Like
the flesh tubers are a thing of the past, all right? We gotta get with the times.
Oh my god.
I won't judge you. But what I will be judging is a little bit of Guilty Gear Strive here from Akeno and Brandanh.
Here we go. Akeno, just an absolute machine when it comes to Ramlethal. I'm constantly impressed with their stability within the neutral game and their like ability to make sense of like really niche confirms and the full combos. Like they're really on point with this Ram.
Yeah, and I'm really wondering if Brandanh is going to be ready for this one as the storm comes in. Yeah, even burst baiting off the Rekka. Don't think you're dead for this one, but it's not a great situation. RC, I don't know if we can kill off of that one, but either way, you find the extra grab there. A perfect off the round start.
I hear the crowd popping off at the perfect, to power up Brandanh, say like, shake it off. No, you got that. He's just warming up. That's our boy. Look, it's literally just 2K2D, and they got like extremely loud. Like,
I love it. I live for that. That's the energy you gotta bring for your homies. If you want to show up to offline, you want to root for your boys. That's what you gotta bring to the table.
Oh man!
He ERC'd out the fight. He gave him that extra little bit of lag and said, "Now I can guarantee a punish."
Oh, Akeno's looking back. They did the super and they look back and he's popping off back at them. I wish we had player cams on.
Oh no! I even missed that. But there we go.
Oh my god. Okay. This is hype.
Yeah. So Akeno didn't walk into this with a blood feud, but it started. The second they were like, "You're popping off about a 2K2D. Let me silence the crowd real quick."
Dude, the heel of the stream, Akeno trying to take down the babyface Brandanh. Oh my god. Yeah, just go for the brace to keep them locked down, please.
I hope chat can hear the DP hit and somebody just scream, "Yeah!"
This is so good.
Oh, yeah.
Akeno's not going to let up.
No. I feel like every cheer just encourages Akeno to go even harder.
Oh, man.
Chop down to size for one other round. Akeno on a roll right now.
Yeah, and this is like the type of character, Ramlethal, you don't want her or Akeno to really just get in their bag and dictate the pace of the tiny of neutral game. Like, Akeno getting powered up, like, Brandanh really needs to feed off of not the crowd, just their like, adaptation to make this not be the situation, because this is rough. Ah!
Oh, the BRC mix, yeah.
Oh, no! He's hyping himself up!
Akeno with their hand up, waved it off. They told the crowd to back away.
To give you the full commentary of what happened after that, Akeno was hyping themselves up, and Brandanh was in deep thought. And so, like, Akeno's looking at the crowd, Brandon's looking at the screen, and looking for answers anywhere. Can God give it to me? Can Chipp give it to me? Like, this is rough.
Oh. That's going to be a bit of damage into this corner. No burst to save you. Doesn't offer the super.
Because they want another BRC. I know what they're cooking. I know what you are.
I know what you are.
Oh,
man.
no.
That one. Another round down the drain. Akeno slowly turning down the volume on the crowd behind him. Brandah's going to need to dig deep in that bag.
Okay, I hear the crowd piping up a little bit with every single blade that makes contact. They found themselves in a hard place here. Back up against the wall, they want to escape, but Akeno playing solid defense. They won't wall break with super.
Yeah, absolutely not. Oh no. Oh, Akeno's feeling it a little bit. Akeno is saying, please run in. Please, I want to give you the chance.
And they have the positive meter bonus. They still have a burst available. If they want to play with their food, they absolutely can. Run under. We got to be able to build the bar. No, not quite. But there is enough to do it.
Just going to kill there. Akeno able to take that one. 3-0 and a handshake.
Yeah, and you know what? I like it that the San Diego crew, that I'm just finding out that's who that is. They applauded for the match, and they walked up to Akeno, and they're just like, you know what? We like you. You're playing along with us. You're just as hype as like us. You're San Diego honorary.
Yeah. I love this, and this is like a general FGC thing, but I'm glad to see that it's synonymous across every fighting game, across Melee, across everywhere I've been. When I see San Diego start rooting for their crowd, they are the loudest in the venue time and time again.
Right.
And I gotta love that. Bring that energy to tournaments.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what a good time. All right. Oh, are we getting...
More Chipp. More Chipp. It'll be Rayzyrbyrn and Flonominal coming up the stream next.
All right, Rayzyrbyrn versus Flonominal.
Oh man, these are like two buddies of some of like my past games. Like we have Rayzyrbyrn, who's been my buddy throughout BB Tag, and then Flonominal has been my buddy throughout Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. It's like, you know, my heart is being tugged in two different directions here, but both of them are great players to make their way this far to try to get into the top 16 qualifier. Rayzyrbyrn we saw previously with the Jacko. Don't be surprised if it's a completely different character. They also have Testament in the Tuck and Bridget, so those could be coming up. But Flonominal, only thing I've seen from them is Chipp. So
one thing I love about Rayzyrbyrn, and I've talked about this before, Rayzyrbyrn will never button check on one of the characters he plays, and I don't know why, but like it's always kind of funny because I'm like when I first met him, he like button checked on Mei, and I was like, oh, it's a Mei player. And he leaned over the screen and said, I would never.
Well, okay. Rayzyrbyrn plus our player has been playing fighting games for a long time. I'm going to tell you right now, it's intentional. What they're doing is hoping that you pick your main on the button check, and they're already devising counterplay strategies as they're doing the button check. So when they go back to the character select, they play a ton of characters in every different game. Like BB Tag, they have multiple teams as well. Like they do the same thing in that game. They won't pick their main team, and then when they go back to character select, all right, this is what I'm picking into this. I'm ready to go. So.
Also very funny. You know, you talked about like having history with these players. I know both of them have been around Marvel for a little bit, and everyone's been talking about the EVO announcement.
Oh my gosh.
And now I'm starting to run it with these two in Marvel. I don't know if I'm ready to go back. I've been getting cooked recently.
You don't know what I was... So, like, to tell the full story of how I got here, I originally tried to leave. I was snowed in. I'm coming from behind Denver, so I had to go back home before heading out yet again. You don't want to know what I was doing before I had to head back out again.
Oh, no.
I had Marvel 3 cranked up and going. Paul Lay, my Plus Friend GG partner and co-founder, was a heavy Ultimate Marvel 3 player back in the day. And so, like... I like playing every fighting game, but I never got into Ultimate Marvel 3. Like that was the era when I was coming into the FGC. I opted to learn Ultra Street Fighter 4 instead.
Right.
And Paul's gaslighting me to play Marvel at EVO. The goal is goal 1 and 2, so I'm trying to fish around for a team at the moment. I'm all over the place. I'm a filthy Mora Doom enjoyer probably.
But Morgan's my homegirl, so I forgive her.
Hell yeah. Okay. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. I'm just trying to find a third character.
I will say, and I'm going to apologize on this beforehand. I play Zero May Cry.
Oh, okay.
If I'm going tournament, I play Zero May Cry.
I see. Yeah, so you're able to, like, we're like, great minds think alike here. Because, like, I feel like Morgan and Zero players, they recognize that they're both the enemy.
Yeah.
But they find solace together, so.
Yeah. No, it's funny, because, like, if I'm going to play casually, like, I'm like, oh, like, I'm going to do, like, my cheeky little, like, task Ami unblockables. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of fun. If I go to tournament, I'm like, hey guys, I'm sorry about this. Like, I want you to know beforehand. Like I'm just gonna lay it all out. I play Zero. I thought he was cool, man. I hold this. I started playing Zero before I knew he was broken because I played the like turn-based combat game, Mega Man Command Mission, and I was like, Zero's just cool. I don't know. He's got a ponytail and a sword. That's cool. But speaking of a couple cool characters, Flonominal, a player who I feel like the rule of cool is always in the back of his mind. Always wants to do something cool, always wants to pull out combos, you know, cheeky situations, loves his shuriken.
Yeah, but on the other perspective, we have Rayzyrbyrn on a different character as Bridget this time around. This has been the character that's been turning a lot of heads with Frosty Faustings, because, like, she was the most represented character in like top 64 or something ridiculous, and people are just like, I mean, I know Bridget is good now, but where did all the Bridget players come from? Everybody has like a pocket Bridget now. Like, she is running amok.
Oh yeah, no, she's consistent, and she controls neutral in a way that a lot of other characters don't really do. So I feel like a lot of people get knowledge checked by her as far as how do I interact with this character effectively.
Right.
How do I not just get, you know, whip punished by a far S from full screen?
As of right now, Rayzyrbyrn having pretty good control over everything. They are caught in this corner without much defensive options available. Flonominal used that as a perfect opportunity to cash in the overhead. It's going to be able to tie the rounds.
Yeah, I actually was surprised that Bridget wasn't able to live with just a little bit more HP there, but either way, Flo answers back with a big round. And I feel like, you know, when you talk about two players that have history in other fighting games and have been around the FGC block before, you kind of get to see a lot more layers being developed, right? We're seeing a little bit of it here, finally caught by the low, but you're kind of caught in the Bridget mix machine right now. Super should kill.
Yeah, Chipp has paper thin line, but it was not enough to kill. The scaling was a little bit too high to survive the knockdown. But I mean, Rayzyrbyrn is in a massive opportunity here to close out BRC. Wasn't able to ban with the IRC reversal, but Flonominal ground to make up is like a ton at the moment.
Yeah, just need to find one solid knockdown if you can here. Oh, pokes out the 2K. Them DLC character 2Ks, bro. They got them good kicks on them.
For real, for real. Coding them all to have the actual 2K at the end of the day, but yeah, I mean, Rayzyrbyrn showing why they're still threatening as a player. Multiple different characters that can bring to their disposal and bring an entirely different playstyle.
Really good whiff punish there from Mr. Flonominal, able to find a little bit of a
Wow,
stagger.
look at these IBFDs from Rayzyrbyrn.
Yeah, the defense is solid right now. Ready for each beat of that Rekka, but just gotta be able to get in. Okay. First off, a little understandable. Some good contests from Flo. I feel like it's really looking. Oh, actually. Okay, so that was actually kind of huge. Rayzyrbyrn drifted forward off of the RC, and if he didn't drift forward, Chipp
would have been a punish.
Chipp wouldn't have got the opportunity to red RC off of the TP.
Okay, Flonominal just a couple hits away and maybe didn't find the cross up. Oh my god, that gave me anxiety. I was just like, oh my gosh, that was such a massive bait, but then it made contact. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, fast on the round start. Okay. Staggers in. A lot more close range play. Barely dropping out the combo, but
Hey.
Flo kind of backing off a couple commits here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because they had Bridget locked down. They like had Bridget in the corner, and now Rayzyrbyrn has full like ticket to Riot, pressure, whatever they want to do. Speaking of Riot, here comes the bear, guaranteeing the knockdown.
Yeah, locked into the corner once again. Oh, finds a great air-to-air there, and a beautiful little confirm there.
I love it, I love it. Has the RC available, so that overhead's gonna be a little bit more deadly. Why RC is spent though, just get out of pressure, trying to keep Rayzyrbyrn locked down in this corner, using the burst, anything to do it, but you're spending a lot of resources. It means that your hit confirms are not going to be as deadly.
Yeah, and I mean, you have a decent amount of wall health, and that grab is actually going to help out a bit on getting this HP mark whittled down. See if you can get the burst out. Tried to see if there was a burst coming, but finds a reversal throw anyway. Flonominal holds on, and you know what? Spend money to make money, able to make the most of that corner situation. 1-1.
There it is. Yeah, I'm really interested on like Rayzyrbyrn's ideology. I thought they might have invested in the character swap here because like I don't know. I feel like Testament would maybe be a good fit for the Flonominal playstyle, but it seems like they're really committed to the Bridget. It seems like they're playing heavy into Flonominal with the rush down and like the swings, but Flonominal defensively has been making a little bit of adaptation where it's not as effective as it was in game 1.
Yeah, a little like out of off-stream knowledge. Talking to Rayzyrbyrn, one of the things he's actually mentioned that he's like not worried about, but he's thought about recently is kind of like swapping once it's too late. And I wonder if maybe he's trying to hard commit to a couple characters a little bit more instead of having to force the adjustment on himself afterwards.
I saw that.
But sniped out by the high yo-yo there. 2P and then into the 60, still able to find the punish on the jump in.
Ooh, man. It just make me eat my words. Just beautiful control over the mid-screen game here from Rayzyrbyrn thus far. Has backed themselves into a corner, but not without doing a ton of damage in the first place.
Yeah, already down to about like 40 to 50% HP. Need to find a way in. Wow, really good find there. I think that was like a 2P anti-air.
Hello?
Yeah, that's gonna do it, I think. The super should be enough. This time for sure. Rayzyrbyrn answers back with the game. It's been back and forth so far, so ball back in Flonominal's court.
There it is. Flonominal needs to get out of the Bridget mix. Oh my god, what a round start check. Already setting the tone, setting the pace. Where is she going?
Yeah, chase her back down in the corner. Seen the situation before, but again, Flo, these 2Ks are just, that 2K Amara is just so good right now from Rayzyrbyrn. He's picking his opportunities so well. Finally gonna snap the glass here. Take a bit of the HP lead. Go for, oh, okay.
Yeah, yo.
5B conversion,
Wow.
BRC combos.
No, they didn't have the ender there. I mean, they still have the life lead, but they're gonna have to find another hit. Rayzyrbyrn, solid with the defense. YRC trying to find an escape. None found with the 6P. Ah, why?
Nobody knows.
Oh no.
The dust just whipping out, and now needs to find a way to pick up the pieces before all your spaghetti falls on the floor.
Not like this.
In the corner, BRC into the throw.
That was so unfortunate. And you saw Rayzyrbyrn. They recognized what needed to be done. They're like, you dropped a kill confirm. I've overlooked the potential stack as soon as possible. I'm in your face. I'm getting all the hits. Just PRC, whatever needs to be done. And Flonominal can't feel good about that.
No, absolutely not. Keeping it up into the corner right now. The 5P checks off. No answer immediately there from Rayzyrbyrn. Just kind of held blocked. I feel like Chipp is, I feel like Flo is kind of giving Rayzyrbyrn a couple turns, like giving him time to press, looking for a bar edge, and Rayzyrbyrn is just picking his opportunities so well.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. At least Flonominal having a decent response here, not going out without a fight. Here comes Rayzyrbyrn though. The YRC tries to catch the backdash. All right.
All right. You know what? It was an unfortunate round drop, but you're fighting your way back. You're still in the running right now. The unfortunate win there means that it's going to be a bit of pressure. First, lands early.
Right. Early burst here from Rayzyrbyrn, just trying to not let Chipp get the corner advantage. That may be inevitable as Flonominal holding the ground extremely well, and this is where Chipp can be extremely threatening. Got a big one for the wall break, for the knockdown, and a great last feed.
Yeah, and I like the early confirm into the super there. Get as much damage as you can. Maybe a slight, maybe an air dash mix? I'm not 100% sure, but the slight flub is going to cost you a bit of time. And look at how much meter Bridget has built off the resulting situation.
Oh my gosh, okay, RC did not fast RC cancel it. Flonominal with not having the kill confirms there. That's not going to be able to do it, OTG. What?
Oh, tried to cross through. The DP is good enough. One DP on Wake Up deserves another, but the low gets in there and finds the last hit necessary to go to a game 5.
Man, kind of scrambly on the end there from both sides, but it's Flonominal that's able to seal the deal as we're going into a final game situation between the two of them.
Yeah, finds a good counter poke there. Ooh, okay. You avoided the burst, which actually, you lose the opportunity to punish short, but you do lose more burst meter off of a burst just hard whipping like that.
Yeah.
So still a beneficial situation for Rayzyrbyrn, and a couple more air throws like this might be a beneficial round win. We're able to find a mix opening here. Flo blocking the world right now, but
what a confirmation off that anti-air. That was beautiful.
Yeah, the yo-yo timing was actually so huge.
All right, Rayzyrbyrn. One round away from being able to move on to winner's top 16. Flonominal not making it easy. Even though they're down on resources, they're not out of options. Look at them go.
Yeah, back into the corner we go. Oh, that's a huge hit. Flo does not drop these, but the burst does land, gets it out, but...
Oh, there was no DP. I thought there was DP right there. That was free.
Yeah, maybe just was worried about the timing not quite being there. Finds a DP there and a long dash up to get that extra grab. Command grab's gonna land.
I love Flonominal showing command grab because I feel like that's not something we've seen too much throughout this set at all.
No, not from Flo at all. I believe that's actually the first time we've shown command grab.
When it matters the most, bring us to this final round situation between these two. They're fighting tooth and nail for this. Rayzyrbyrn getting the party started with the booty bump on the side. So close to breaking that wall.
but Meeks is looking solid right now, and it's not going to end anytime soon. That's a huge hit. I don't think this kills, but still walked into the corner. Flo needs to find an opening.
The IBFDs on the records have been so on point from Rayzyrbyrn throughout this set. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, and having the wherewithal to still go for them in this situation, that's confidence, and that's what can help you win a game like this. Finds a great confirm off the air-to-air.
And Dr. No, I got a bad feeling about this. Get into the corner. They're just barely going to get the burst back. But Flonominal, oh my gosh!
The air stall into Roger. That was... And you know what? You know what? We talked about saving the command grab for a rainy day. It's a rainy day in SoCal because we did not show the bear drop. The Bear Force 1 came in right there and gave you the only thing that you could use to get yourself that Game 5 win. What a game. What a set.
Indeed, indeed. That was amazing from both players, really pushing each other to their limits. And I gotta say, I'm like pretty impressed with Flonominal's play throughout that set. Like, Flonominal, I've been seeing them time and time again throughout the Strive, you know, SoCal scene. And they always scratch the surface. I've seen them get to top 8, some top 4s, but going up against somebody that's had some pretty recent great performances in the form of Rayzyrbyrn and having the set be that close, you know, they're in loser's bracket, but I think they should hold their head high. That set could have gone either way.
Yeah, I believe Flo is coming off of like a very small hiatus from competing. Kind of had, like, was competing for a while, like you said, you know, like around the SoCal scene, was doing really well. Kind of had to take a little bit of a break from like a lot of like going to a lot more events. I believe work related last I talked to him, but either way, he had a great show. He had a great showing today, and you know I'm sure we'll be seeing more of him in losers bracket. Regular, like you said, regular top 4, top 3 contender, and I believe I see sitting up here the one, the only, a Schwa.
That do be a Schwa. Yeah, I'm with this. So this is going to be our first top 8 qualifying set. We have been working our way through top 16 quite a bit. So Trevor Tsu, waiting for the rimmer of Ramuh and Shab. I think they are playing right now. I see them on the setup. Schwa and Coffee going to be happening right now. Dadpool and Akeno. Man, I want that on stream. That is definitely a fight of SoCal's like past versus SoCal's future. Dadpool has been playing fighting games forever, and they were the original Ramlethal we had here. So like if they go up against Akeno, I think that'd be a really fun stuff to have on stream. Meeks got the 3-0 victory over NotChewy, so you were 100% right. Meeks is super comfortable in the Nagoriyuki mirror.
Yeah.
Meeks against Rayzyrbyrn, that'll be a fun one. If I'm not mistaken, oh man, Rayzyrbyrn either played Pokket or Meeks in the last tournament that we had here, and they like almost 3-0'd them.
I believe Rayzyrbyrn played Pokket last.
Okay.
I think they played the last time they were here.
Yeah. And like Rayzyrbyrn, if I'm not mistaken, almost 3-0'd them, and then Pokket reverse swept.
Yeah. It was, yeah, I believe, actually, the last time that Rayzyrbyrn played Pokket was actually last Tuesday, and it was 3-1 in Pocket's favor. So kind of a player that has his number, at least in the most recent time, but Schwa versus Coffee. Which actually, worth mentioning, Coffee proper. We have a Coffee EXE as well, the Milia, who comes around. I don't think she was able to make it today. I think weather kind of kept her in.
Yeah.
But I want to look through a little bit more of the bracket here. Schwa getting a 3-1 over Botan. Kind of expected. We got Coffee on the win as well. Meeks over NotChewy. Okay, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, so top 8 quals are going to be a bit of a fun one. We got some good matches in store for you. A little bit of a button check. Akai these days. So, you know, you talked about like old guard versus new guard. I feel like Coffee is kind of one of the Kai players that's been around for a little bit. I feel like one of my first times out to Game Labs, I played against Coffee a little bit, but there's a couple other you know, bubbling up Kais out there. Fern has been making huge splashes.
I've been seeing Fern, yeah.
Yeah, we've had a few, I believe.
Cool. Well, yeah, we're jumping into it. Top 8 qualifying sets. This is the Game Lab Mega Monthly. We have Strive concluded with KLF before. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Multiple Type Arena are on deck coming up soon. If you're more of a Dragon Ball enjoyer, twitch.tv/KrakenAtkins does have some extremely top-tier Dragon Ball Fighters action going on. Zane is in the building, Alekovich, Garlic Bread, just to name a few. There's even more killers, trust me. So thanks for sticking with us here in Riverside Game Lab out of Riverside, California, as we jump into our top 8 qualifying set, Schwa Coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, if you do want to go watch Street Fighters, absolutely go turn into Atkins stream, because the fighters, I feel like this is the fighters SoCal destination.
Yeah, like the amount of stat competition that comes here is insane. So like, I wasn't super familiar with the fighter scene until Kame House about a month ago that we ran with Jake Ryan, and like I knew nothing about the players. So I'm just watching, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then Logan Sama featured our tournament in an overview, and I was like, oh, Zane is like a world-class player.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah, cred.
Yeah.
All right, but speaking of cred, you know, getting that top 8 qualifier is the credibility that you're trying to get. Right now, making a good case for it right now, Schwa on the offense right now.
All right, 2D, there is no burst in sight, so we're just going to go straight to the super. Should be enough to get the job done.
Yeah, that's going to, all right.
I was surprised that didn't trigger wall break.
Yeah, I actually thought that was going to wall break already, but I mean, I suppose our team to guarantee the wall break either way, it's going to do the same. It's going to get the round done.
Yeah.
Confidently dashes under that burst. A little bit too high in the air, but huge air to air. This could be a lot of damage.
Looking good, looking good. No super, so we can't get the knockdown, but at least even up on life totals for the most part. Loving the run under there from Schwa.
Yeah, Schwa is one of those, I feel like Schwa plays his character to be everywhere around you.
Yeah.
Schwa is like I want you to be annoyed by my presence at any moment, and I'm just going to be up here, down there, left, right. Dragon install, though. Everyone loves a good dragon install.
Hell yeah, I'm motivated, letting it swing all around. That's illegal. That's gotta be illegal.
Tilting your strive, dot wave. Your JS went that way, my close S went that way. I just happened to win because I was the one on the ground.
Oh my days. Jacko hacking into the source port for that one.
Schwa gonna A-Schwab that round up, though. I mean, hey, you know what? As we say in the business, we take those.
Indeed. The thing I really like about Schwa's gameplay is the way they cycle the momentum off of 2D knockdowns. Like, they are masterful when it comes to left-right Ooggy scenarios with the minions. Like, they nickel and dime you. They're not looking for big damage. They're just looking to set up situations that you cannot defend against. Very, like, Milia-esque play style.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of other Jackos kind of get like too wrapped up in the frame data game, you know, of just like, oh, I have like all of these ways to manipulate frame data. That's where I should find my mix. Schwa is a player who's like, I'm going to show you every different type of mix.
Yeah.
I got high lows, I got left rights, I got frame traps. What do you want to see?
Oh my god, beautiful counter hit, 2D confirmation with the carry to the corner. Super on the side. I don't know if you're close enough for the wall break. No.
No, not quite.
Oh, that 2S buff. That freaking minion flies to heaven and then comes back down. It takes forever.
Yeah, the orbital bombardment of the minion is, I have yet to see a lot of players implement it consistently in a game plan. I don't know how real it is, but you know what? I like that Schwa is still looking out for new stuff.
Yeah. Okay, Coffee going for a character select here. Happy Chaos? Nagoriyuki? Okay, you know, close.
Yeah,
in terms of potency and grip on the meta, that's close.
I believe the score on stream is not quite correct. It is 2-0 for Schwa right now.
Oh, yeah.
Just to keep the chat in the loop. But Nago, I feel like a lot of Jackos habitually do not like this matchup. There's a lot of just like, I got blown up moments. But let's see what Schwa's got to deal with it. I mean, hey, you only need one.
Oh man, I mean, this is a pretty massive trade here for Schwa, just having the burst utilized early here from Coffee. And Coffee's gonna pop.
Yeah, that was kind of an early pop, and I'm wondering if maybe Coffee is just trying to force a way in here. Mask not even going to be back on yet. Tap dust going to be able to tap that one in for one more round.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. I mean, it's not Top's main character. You're putting it in a scenario where you need to reverse sweep. And so mistakes like that may happen if you're not with stuff.
Yeah, and
not again, oh my god.
Yeah. We were all watching that Bloodgate start to get put all the way up there. Finds a left-right confirm here. Good blocks, but gets opened up by the tap dust. Through the wall we go. Coffee's really going to need to dig deep. You need to wake up and smell the coffee in the morning if you can.
Yes.
Can't even Fukyo anymore, so just getting into this last opening is going to take a good find. Tries to spin it on the clone there, just not quite able to find it. Wants the burst, but okay.
Oh my god, it was still active even after the mask on. And there it is. It's going to be able to chip it out. Schwa able to find the 3-0 victory over Coffee. No cream, no sugar, all W's going into top 8. Going to be awaiting the victory between Trevor Tsu and Ramuh. But another top 8 secure for Schwa. You know, they've been one of our more prominent players within Southern California. Definitely like our leading Jacko. So good to see them doing work within this Mega Monthly.
Yeah, very, very well done from Schwa. Definitely. I mean, definitely top 8 material. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see a lot of how, of Coffee's path up here, but, losers bracket, there's always that second chance. You always have a little bit more that you can show. I believe coming up next, I see a couple more players sitting down there, and we are getting Meeks coming up to the station versus Rayzyrbyrn. And these two have played a bit online. I actually don't think they've played in bracket before. I could be wrong about that, or if I am, it's been a little while, but I believe actually, was it Meeks that won the most recent Game Labs, if I'm not mistaken, the most recent Heat Wave?
Yeah, it was Meeks versus Pokket in Grand Finals.
Yeah, defending champion Meeks.
Yep. I mean, they definitely have the work cut out for them in this one. I mean, the last Game Lab we had was stacked, but this one is definitely the most stacked tournament, besides Festival of Fights, that Game Lab has ever seen. So, looking good thus far. Bro is chugging olive oil. Ooh. Let me have some. Oh, man.
And you know what the worst part is whenever you have this winner side top 8 qualifier, that's an absolute bloodbath. The losers round is just going to turn into the same bloodbath with different players. Everything in the losers bracket is going to be killers from here on out.
Yeah, I mean, losers bracket has had some pretty big sets already. I mean, Pokket is making their way through. NotChewy, Brandanh, that we saw earlier, is playing against Creedy. Maduda is down there because of the rideshare team kill. So there's quite a few killers down there within the loser bracket. D4C, like.
We'll be seeing a little bit of that later on. We got Meeks versus Rayzyrbyrn, and they're chatting it up. They're friends, They've been around this. They've been around the competition block for a little bit.
Indeed.
Excited to see this matchup. Opting in for the Jacko. Okay, Rayzyrbyrn sticking out for the Jacko. We have seen a lot of orange Jacko today. And if Rayzyrbyrn and Schwa end up playing against each other, they'll have to fight for the color if they both want to run it on the Jacko.
Right.
How do you settle that? In tournament, you lock in, you pick, you and your opponent both want the same color. How do you settle it? Do you just give in first, or do you try to hold out?
I give in. Unless like, I know that we play the same color, then, like, I'm just going to try to get on the setup first and lock in. But, like, if it just happens to be that's what's going on, then I just let it rock. If it's a 1v1 game. If it's BB tag, that's different. Because I have set color coordinations. And if you're throwing me off and I have a default color and the other one's not matching, that's no good. It hasn't really happened much because I play pretty niche characters, but if it were to, we'd have to fight. Like,
I feel that. It happens. It's happened to me a lot in Melee where, like, I'll sit down and they're like, oh, I play that color. And I'm like, okay, do you both want to do we both just want to agree to not play the color? Like, it was like, neither of us get it. And then whoever wins game 1, I'm like, okay, you can go green.
I see. See, I never had that problem in Ultimate because, like, I never fought the Wii Fit Trainer Mirror.
Ultimate's got colors, though. Ultimate's got colors.
Yeah, yeah.
I got like 4 in Melee.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So the competition's way more fierce. All right, well, buttons have been checked. Rayzyrbyrn locked in on the Testament.
Yeah, bringing it back to the Testament. We talked a little bit about this off stream. So the thing about Testament is that Testament can do a lot. Oh my god, that could have just been a confirm into super. That would have been like almost complete death. So one of the things we were talking about a little bit off screen with about this matchup is that Testament has a lot of ways to control Nago, a lot of ways to keep Nago from doing what he wants to do. The downside is when Nago just wins the situation, it gets so bad for Testament so quickly.
Yeah.
And that's something that Rayzyrbyrn has really not liked about this matchup. So he typically has been opting into a little bit more of the Bridget, a little bit more of like other things. Tried to just get a reversal burst there.
Ah!
Okay.
Man, okay, I like that from Rayzyrbyrn, because like if you're doing a meaty from that far, that means you're not doing any type of like jab or anything, because like the Testament startup on a super is quite slow. You can bait it out with like a meaty jab if it's timed correctly, but from that far, Rayzyrbyrn is like, if you're gonna try to meaty me, it's gonna be something that's gonna be vulnerable, so.
Yeah, even if you're gonna go for like Fukio forward, right? You can catch the tail end of Fukio before the block gets up, but that, oh no, didn't actually confirm into the super. That could have been an opportunity there for Meeks to take the game, but 2K on the open up will do the same thing, one round apiece.
All right.
And it'll just be if we can get a handle on the matchup fast enough.
Jeez, yeah, Rayzyrbyrn went for the IBFD, but it still didn't push Nagoriyuki to a range that mattered. Like, Meeks is still in there.
Meeks is well in there. That slow walk up into the bite, that feels like you own a little bit of headspace right now, but does. Okay.
All right, yeah, going for a massive combo that gives Rayzyrbyrn the life lead. Ready for those Nagoriyuki pop punishes, but now they're back up against the wall, giving them inside of the neutral. Meeks recognizes the fear of the YRC, gets the punish, and man, that's one of those Strive matches to where like if people are like watching their first match of Strive and they see that round, they're like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, what I just watched.
Like literally what happened? Like
I just watched somebody take 80% of their life in one combo and then win the round immediately afterwards. But you know, I mean, a lot of that interaction was kind of built on the layers, right? Like after blood goes down and, you know, Nago puts his mask back on, you know he's going down, you know he's going nuts.
Okay. Yeah. Rayzyrbyrn is desperately trying to get out of Meeks' grasp whenever they're able to find their way in. And I mean, it's through very committal actions. They are using burst, they're using YRC. Some Meeks has had an eye on, some not, but it doesn't come without a commitment at the end of the day.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit like Rayzyrbyrn is having, it's like having trouble to find when to even expose any risk.
Yeah.
Right? And it can be hard in this matchup, especially with the Nago trying to play more aggressive on you like that. Because this is a situation you want. Finds a good hit there, and that should do it. Yeah, off the Arbiter. That's the situations that you want to set. But to get the screen space for it, to, you know, make sure Nago is not going to be doing this kind of nonsense to you.
Right. Yeah, so no burst for me to work with here from Rayzyrbyrn as we're in this round start, and Meeks taking full advantage of that. Slice it away. The footsies?
Yeah, the 2K actually low profiling. Nago's 5K there for a second. Not wanting to commit, still just trapped in this corner. The big bad vampire's here to play.
No way! I'm so surprised they spent burst there. That was a hero burst.
Yeah, I felt like that was just the mental cracking on Rayzyrbyrn a little bit.
Yeah.
Fireball going over the backside of Nago's hair.
Oh my gosh, and now Meeks is going to take full advantage of that. No burst, no problem. I'm in there. Wall break, so we'll reset back to neutral, but Meeks just needs really any hiccup from. I love the jump cancel BRC. They just a little bit too much duration, so they couldn't break the wall, but.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the pop-up that you needed to get the combo to a wall splat, but it was the right idea, and the only way you were going to guarantee you could, you know, possibly get a win. That Beyblade, yeah, I was going to say that Beyblade was a little expensive in the blood category, so you kind of know Nago has to commit to all three there.
Yeah, I was almost hoping that Rayzyrbyrn would character select, not to switch, but just to relax a little bit, right? That burst off of that much of a life lead was a bit uncharacteristic on their part. It seems like they're trying to swing it back together. It has a gold burst to work with, but the neutral has not changed much. They went straight into the blood pop. They usually have a good idea of it, but okay.
Yeah, Yeah, the blood pop was actually super unfortunate. It was so slow on its way in that eventually, I mean, once, you know, I actually also didn't even think that the Naga was going to be popping there. Unfortunately, it was after we had already committed.
Yeah,
Man, Meeks is running the show right now. I feel like full control of neutral and just such a good read. I don't know if Testament has had a YRC that has worked out for them.
It doesn't feel like it. At least Meeks really makes it seem like that is the case. There's really good construction of pressure to recognize Rayzyrbyrn's defensive tendencies and exploit them.
Yeah, looking just to find one last way in. Blood in a great spot for Testament right now. The 2K not quite gonna land. That one though opened up a little bit.
All right, I'm loving it. Just dipping back into the zoning mindset. Just needs any form of chip or hit in order to make this happen. Air-to-air conversion, are you kidding me?
Yeah, the air-to-ground conversion so huge right now for Meeks, but 2K Abare finds a way out there.
Right.
We really need to find a handle on this situation. That was the highest jump in. No anti-air even attempt from Meeks there is kind of surprising.
Okay. Up Arbiter, meets from the pressure, does the burst, but now this is the situation that Rayzyrbyrn subconsciously has to be fearing. Yeah, until they did go for the YRC, I was going to say, is Meeks going to bait out yet another one? The answer is no.
No, it's still just putting pressure on. State's going to give you a turn back here. Oh, right to call out the teleport with the air throw.
Oh my god. Ooh, thinking that's not going to be enough to kill Nago. The gut's too high.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He be eating his greens, and it's showing right now in his massive body size, but...
They didn't FD? Yikes.
I don't know if that was Chipp or if... I'm not sure what that was exactly, but...
Yeah, it was either they didn't FD the stain pop, or they forgot about the stain pop and tried to move after they blocked the Arbiter, so...
Yeah. Either way, though, finds around there, burst off the table for this one, though. And that's about the worst situation that you could have been in, so getting out of this here forces PRC usage. Situation getting a little bit better for Rayzyrbyrn here now.
Alright. Oh, gonna be able to find the stain pop. Okay, I feel like Rayzyrbyrn has been able to find the pacing that they want to play this matchup at. Like in the first two games, whether they were getting around or not, I feel like it was very Meeks dictated. Now Rayzyrbyrn's able to slow it down to exactly where they want to play it, and it's like really hard for Meeks to get in all of a sudden.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of that is like you were mentioning, like Rayzyrbyrn I feel like is getting his handle back on when the blood is when the blood game is in his favor.
Yeah.
You saw like the 1.5 blood in the corner. Really hard because when Beyblade and Clone are still online, there's exactly that. So many easy ways for Nago to just force his way in.
Hey, in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, backdash is out the 2D.
Oh no, that's so threatening when Nago's just walking at you and you're like, are they gonna strike? Are they gonna throw? Are they gonna bait? What do I do?
Yeah, and it's even harder, right? Because Nago's bite reaches farther than its closest. So there's so many opportunities where you're like, I don't know if I'm in bite range. I don't know exactly where I'm at right now with this.
Oh, no way.
Press on that 2D. Took a huge gamble in that corner situation, and it at least got Meeks' burst off, but it might just net you the game.
Possibly faking out the teleport, Rayzyrbyrn getting back. Oh, that was so sneaky. RC cancel with the low, and Meeks is just trying to walk, getting punished for playing neutral. Are we looking at a potential reverse sweep from Rayzyrbyrn?
2-2, and you know what? I talked to Rayzyrbyrn a little bit about this, about sticking it out, because a lot of times counterpicking can kind of, it's just as much of a reset for you as it is for your opponent. So now I'm liking to see that Rayzyrbyrn is sticking it out with the Testament for this entire set.
It's looking clean and solid. Meeks is just trying to grab whatever they had within the first couple of games. They do have Rayzyrbyrn back up against the wall. Had a good eye for the YRCs earlier, but it's Meeks that's spinning the RCs, trying to catch it for all it's worth, but the Rayzyrbyrn defense too strong.
Yeah, Yeah, blocks out on the Arbiter there. Now still getting the Stain State going, still getting more Meeks and pushing all the way to the corner.
Oh my god, that's so hard. Yeah, okay, block the double overhead. If that happens again, good luck. The 50-50, it's going to be the double overhead or overhead low.
Yeah, gotta hold on to the situation as long as you can. Finding a way out, you can't panic now. You have to stay steadfast.
Okay, finds the commander. We're going to reset the blood gauge. Meeks is in there. It's now or never, honestly.
Yeah, delay the PRC into there.
Look at Rayzyrbyrn's defense. You popped. You committed a little bit too much and just a 4-throw punish. Rayzyrbyrn being impossible to open up, much to Meeks' demise. They're 1 round away from moving on to the top 8 with a reverse sweep.
I was really worried about that throw, but Rayzyrbyrn had the confidence to be able to close a round off of it. Backdash into the throw.
Okay, getting the pop. Won't stop, but here comes Meeks.
Yeah, finds a great 2S there. Contesting on the projectiles is exactly what you need to find. Goes for all 3 hits once again.
Ah! Oh my god, deja vu! It presents itself for Meeks with the opportunity to strike. I'm not gonna let up. I've been waiting for this to present itself again. Final round. Oh my god, I can't talk.
Yeah, you can't YRC against this man.
Oh my god.
It is off the limits. 6 feet gonna batter back into the corner. Can you hold on to it as long as we need? Stain State being applied over and over again. Finds a low there and a good confirm this close. I believe the Succubus Super should hit.
Yeah, so it'll be a wall break and Stain equipped if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, actually cashing in on a bit more damage with that Arbiter, keeping the Stain State on. How do you find a way to come in here? The blood is not in an ideal situation for Meeks. Finds a crossover with the head, blocks the burst.
Wow, Rayzyrbyrn with the reverse sweep, getting the 3-2 victory over Meeks, headed in the top 8. What a freaking set.
A reverse 3-2 sweep. That was an insane set. That's the second 3-2 we've had in a row. I mean, showing the fangs of this top 8 qualifying match.
Yeah.
Huge props to Rayzyrbyrn to be able to push through there.
Indeed, we're going the distance. They're going to be joining Schwa within the top 8 territory. We have people fighting it through losers. Digital Dog, MKJ, D4C, Pokket, Funko, NotChewy, Brandanh, Madude, Lermy, and Creedy, just to name a few. Yeah, give me one moment. I'm gonna turn off the trophies.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, we do a little achievement hunting here. But I see, for you all in chat, sitting down at the station, we got a good old-fashioned Trevor Tsu sitting down there against Ramuh, who I feel like I've heard the name before in passing, but I have not had the pleasure. These sets have been good. They have been good. Dudify also, how you doing? It's me. I'm gonna break character here for a second and say hi to Dudify, my friend. But everyone in chat, my friend, we appreciate y'all tuning into the stream. But let's see. I believe Ramuh was at the. Let me check on Ramuh real quick. Got a 3-1 over Shab. 3-0 over Creedy to get here. All right, good stuff. All right, sitting down, locking in Ramuh, a Sin player. Okay, all right. Sin, not a character that is very believed in the current meta right now. But I'm excited to see what a top 8 qualifying Sin looks like in these day and age. New rare matchup, absolutely. I feel like I have not. I actually haven't had a lot of time to commentate a lot of Sins. You always see the Sins on ladder. You never see him. You never see him in the offline arena. Chat, there's also a camera pointed on me, and I don't actually know if it's like on, but if it is, if you can see me right now, how we doing? How you doing? I believe we got a brief button check before we get started up there. So let's talk a little bit about it, right? Like, what do you expect out of this matchup? I know. Oh no, they are going right into it. I saw a fist bump.
Duel 1.
This real.
Let's rock.
Starting off with a little bit of patience right now. Patience, absolutely a name of the game if you're going to play a character like Sin, because you do not have a lot of free ways to force your way in. Ooh, finds it off the overhead there. Oh, pulls in, baits the burst as well. God, he's so good. He's just so talented. Trevor Tsu. Now locked down into the corner. How are we going to find a way out, Ramuh? We got a Ramah Jamma jump in. We do not. That 6B is going to seal the deal in through the Axel Bomba.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Close out a round in relative confidence there. That Sin button. Put a bit more pressure out, get a bit more space going. Throw, yeah. I mean, hey, Trevor Tsu's throws, that's how it be. Axel Bomber, PRC, Axel Bomber, perfect. Off rip here from Trevor Tsu. I mean, you know what? It's like we've been saying. You run into first seed eventually, but character swap off the jump.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see the Ramah Sin pick. They're usually a layup. There it is. Yeah, they're usually a layup player. So maybe we're testing something out, not filled with the Sin, so now they're going to be going to the reliable.
You know, I was mentioning it earlier. Not a lot of people feel the Sin these days. You know, I feel like Sin's a character that that lacks a lot of love and appreciation from the community. But Leo, I mean, everyone knows about Leo.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about top 8 Leo. You know, coming out here. I'm also curious to see what the maybe like started with the Sin and was maybe didn't know who Trevor was. I don't.
Duel 1.
I feel like if you're gonna play against first seed and you know who first seed is, you're not really gonna pull out a secondary. But
potentially, yeah. Ramah's like one of our locals. They were very dominant in Strive in like our first game lap monthly. So I was talking about Dadpool always being within like the top 2 territory. Ramah has been with like the top 3 territory quite a bit within the earlier ones. So I don't know how much they like play Strive outside of locals, but prominent player otherwise. Like.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, unfortunately getting tossed around a little bit here by Trevor, but slash there once again.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Trevor Tsu not skipping a beat here at the moment.
No, Ramuh really struggling just to even find like just one knockdown, just one opportunity to get things started. Trevor Tsu is just in full control right now. Not a whole lot of aggressive contest from Ramuh, which is kind of nice, right? You don't want to like, you know, you don't want to be swinging wildly now, but no swings at all means that Trevor is just gonna kind of tap this one in one little bit at a time.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just the keep away game for Trevor has been just absolutely pristine. Ramuh can't find a way in by any which way, and if that's what happens, you're just so like stuck in the moment of how do I approach Axel? I need to sit here and think about it, and all of a sudden he's just running up at you, and you're like, you're dead. Like,
but maybe the third character.
Happy Chaos. I'm gonna speak into existence one day. It's gonna happen. The only Happy Chaos, well, there's 2 that I have seen within like SoCal Offline. It's like Methane and Jason Robles, and like neither of them are here. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm trying to curse people since I'm not in the bracket. If I'm in the bracket, I don't want to see Happy Chaos, but
I know Trevor has a Happy Chaos, or maybe had. I haven't seen it on this patch yet. But I know Trevor had a Happy Chaos for a little bit there. Was it just a color swap? Did we just swap to green, Leo?
No, he changed buttons.
Oh,
he might have
got
had an improper button, unfortunately.
Very unfortunate to learn in game 2.
Yeah.
That the button was not quite what you wanted, but either way, you know what? If that one button makes a 3-game difference, it's gonna need to for you to be able to move on to the winner's side bracket here.
Mankind.
Meanwhile, I'm sure Trevor Tsu, Trevor Tsu, this is another day in the office. This is another day in Riverside for him.
Yep. Yeah, Ramuh trying to make sense of the neutral game, trying to find a way in. A little bit misspaced on the IAD. Instantly punished with a throw from Trevor Tsu, and it's so nice to want to do it twice. Oh my god, everything is just so perfectly executed and calculated from Trevor. Ramuh can't catch a break.
I feel like this is almost like a textbook of how things can go right for Trevor Tsu right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gets a solid opening here. Into the corner we go.
All right.
Into that low, gets that poke.
Yeah, the only thing that's unfortunate about this, given Ramuh's routing, it forced a wall break. And this is where Ramuh's been struggling. It's the neutral game. Like, although you're getting a positive meter bonus, are you going to get a chance to use it? Right now, it's looking like no, as we're going to be able to get the time stop conversion.
Yeah, and that should just kill here. Well, okay. There was multiple rats to kill there. You pick the one you like the most, right?
Yeah.
And one more round away from Trevor, making his way into that winner's semifinal fight against Schwa. Ramuh needs to dig real deep if we're gonna be able to find a way through here.
Okay, yeah, they're showing all they have, the 2D free Leo. Be able to get a little bit of cycle momentum here. Yikes.
Yeah, again, just a lot of these like nickel and dime hits, able to call out the jump off the BRC, and that will do it. Trevor Tsu gonna be moving on. Ramuh, I feel like didn't get a lot of opportunity to show us a lot of their stuff, show us a lot of what they came to do in Strive, but either way, Trevor Tsu is gonna tap that one in, move on along to winner's side. I believe we are going down to Dadpool versus Akeno up next.
Potentially, yeah. I see Akeno grabbing
walking
the
up to
pad.
the setup here.
Yeah. So, Trevor Tsu versus Schwa is the first round top 8 matchup that we're seeing. We're trying to figure out Rayzyrbyrn's opponent between these two, between Dadpool and Akeno. Loser's side, MKJ is looking to. I do not like what I see on the screen. Yeah, quite a bit of pets. Yeah, MKJ is threatening, knocking on the door of top 8. Meeks and Pokket fighting for top 8, the Nagoriyuki mirror. NotChewy also waiting on someone, another Nago and losers. Yeah, so we're making our way to the top 8 here for Game Lab Mega Monthly here, presented by Plus from
rounding
GG.
out quite nicely. And this should be a fun one. Talked about it earlier, old guard versus new guard. As it turns out, Paul is actually subbing in. As we speak, Paul Lay is actually subbing in for Dadpool. Sitting down at the setup, got the mini.
Yeah, Paul was a Milia enjoyer when he was playing the game.
I have heard.
Yeah.
I think I can money match him.
You think so?
I think I could.
Maybe. I don't know. Paul's no slouch.
I believe it, but I have to talk my shit. I've been playing up the Fullerton versus Riverside rivalry.
Ah, okay.
I do want to eventually organize. I want to organize a crew battle. At some point, that is my dream. Is I want to do a crew battle at some point during this event.
If you do manage it, please let me be in commentary for Bias on the Riverside side.
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, here's the thing, right? It's going to be us, but it's just going to be us yelling at each other the whole time of Riverside versus Fullerton.
That's what I want. Oh, man. I'm getting caught up with the Dragon Ball Fighters action over here at twitch.tv/KrakenAkens. They are in top 8. Garlic Bread is waiting on the winner's side, waiting for the winner of Zayn versus the luck of it. Just think it's freaking stacked. Losers, they have Kuro Sarap, Saint, Jake Ryan entered, and last of the Starks. So some familiar names there. Some Dragon Ball World Tour finalists in there, because I think Jake Ryan is in that final. So
All right.
Twitch.tv/Kraken if you want to stay up to date with Game Lab Mega Monthly action. But we are still here. Twitch.tv/PlusGG, getting it popping with Guilty Gear Strive as we're working our way to a top of our own.
Yeah, immediately after this, I'm actually going to go watch Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball is like has great spectator appeal. As somebody who doesn't play a lot of Dragon Ball, it's just a fun game to watch. It's just a good time.
Absolutely. So, okay. It looks like Dadpool didn't opt for the... Because they do play both characters. They play Jacko and Ramlethal. They didn't want the mirror. They want the Jacko matchup first.
Yeah, and this could be... this could be a button check. I'm not 100% certain, but... I suppose I kind of understand it. Akeno actually has a couple close sets with very prominent top 10 Rams. I believe they've had good sets with Red Ditto. They've had good sets with Super Noon. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Akeno has a win over one of them, and I forget who it is in some online tourney. So I gotta respect going for the Jacko. You can knowledge check people a little bit, and if you know what Ram is supposed to do in this matchup, you know what not to show as the Jacko. But here we go. We lock in. The Eagle is called. Look at those beautiful blue skies that are not present in sunny Southern California right now. We got rainy day weather. We're all inside enjoying a bit of Guilty Gear Strive action and appreciating that y'all are joining us for this too.
Absolutely. Ready to go. Yeah, so this has to be the first time these two have played against each other. I don't think they've ever been in the same building. So I really can't wait to see how this unfolds.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you know what? The sword is mighty. The pen might be mightier than the sword, but the sword is mightier than the minion.
Yeah.
Flip it on in. Okay, finds a great chance to contest there.
All right, just bursting out of pressure. Not a lot for Jacko to get started. I like that ideology from Akeno. But Dadpool with the navigation, trying to put Ramlethal's back up against the wall. May have an opportunity to do so if we have to combos.
Yeah, actually kind of the minion wasn't in range right away, but when Ram dashes up, her dash speed is so fast that the screen space actually dragged the minion in and was able to find the swing there.
Bro, look at your wrist. Oh no!
The red lights do not indicate that these doors are secure. The red light means danger.
Oh
danger,
no.
Mr. Robinson.
Just a bit. Akeno trying to strike back. Some great sequences thus far. Overcommits a little bit to the throw. Dadpool going to be able to take advantage of the whiff.
Yeah, doing a better job of just keeping control of the situation. The BRC back? I feel like that might have been a flub on the BRC instant overhead, but either way, gonna find a nice little combo there, and the opening.
Okay.
Little 5-hit combo there to be able to bring the round count back to even.
All right, you see Akeno trying to take full control of the matchup here. They're really not satisfied with the way that round one went. Forcing a burst early out of Dadpool, and now it's Dadpool turning the tide here. We're on the left side of the screen. Slowly but surely working our way to the right. Uh-oh.
So I think Dadpool might have gone for a throw bait there and tried to pick up the pieces of the situation afterwards. The gold burst, though, meter already expended. Akeno only the positive meter to show for it.
But that was very botched, Ooggy.
That was not what we wanted.
Yeah.
Now we're locked into the corner against Ram with a lot of meter. Yeah, I was going to say, there's about 9 different ways to death, and none of them lead with you getting out of that situation.
Yeah, with Dadpool landing 2 DRC there, it was a call of are you going to opt for damage and corner cure, or are you going to opt for a mix-up? They opted for a mix-up, but then dropped that, so it was a double lose. You not only didn't get damage, you also didn't get anything threatening at all, so... Unfortunate way to go down, as Akeno is going to be able to cash all the momentum in for what it's worth here.
Yeah, definitely getting the most out of your damage here. Not going to be able to get an RC off in time, but yeah, jailed into the corner. Not much you can do. Akeno starting to run the show a little bit here.
I would say so. Just fully dictating. Oh, that was such a good just-defend on the JD. Okay, Akeno's on another level.
Yeah, and that's kind of an awkward one for Jacko to interact with, right? Because you don't know that they're gonna ID it right away, and once it is, Dadpool already had the minion out. He was, you know, got caught with minion in his hands.
Right. Hey, trying to keep the pressure going, but here comes the YRC here from Akeno. Just needs to chip any bit of damage in order to take this Dadpool fighting for the life, trying to get it back.
Slam and...
No way? Okay, what is the game plan here for Dadpool? Okay, 5-2 the opening, wasn't able to make it quick into a combo though, and just no fear. Minions on the screen. I will just run up, do the stinky leg, and get my game. Akeno up 2-0.
Yeah, that's that Ram run speed. Taking a second just to get a reset, but I mean, Dadpool is really going to need a firmer control. Yeah, again, the sword just going right through those minions. Dadpool not quite able to set anything substantial in these rounds. Jumps over the throw, baits the burst.
Oh my god, the run-up Dust Punish of all things? Akeno.
Ah! Okay, kind of unfortunate to drop the combo. Definitely, like, there was more damage in the normal route of that punish, but either way, yeah. You can't.
I do like the situational awareness though. I think that Full Charge Dust was actually the best play there because wall damage was high. So like they were only gonna be able to get like a couple hits and it was gonna do barely anything. So
yeah, no, right call. Just unfortunate flub on the execution there. Absolutely. You're absolutely right about that. Unfortunately, I mean, you know, this is gonna be a little bit of a harder combo to flub. Straight into Calvado's gonna prevent the explosion from breaking the wall and just get you an extra, net you a little 30%er.
yeah.
Hot.
Ooh, I don't know what Dadpool was pressing for there off the safe jump, but it looks like this is gonna be the end as Akeno gets the 3-0 victory, headed into winner's side top 8.
Yeah, 3-0 and a handshake. I mean, you know, that's a GG shake my hand. Unfortunately, Dadpool, you know, wasn't quite able to get the Jacko stuff started.
Yeah, valiant effort. Oh, my bad, go for it.
No, you're good. No, you're good. I know that Akeno has a bit of Jacko experience, got a couple of Jackos that he's played against before, but I mean, that looks confident. It felt like Jacko was not really able to get away with a lot there. Now, sitting back up at the setup, Trevor Tsu, continuing along the top side of this bracket, going to be playing as Schwa.
Yeah,
so more Jacko content.
Basically, yeah, Jacko's been pretty popular on the stream as of today, and I mean, this is the first winner side top 8 match that we're having in our winner semis, Trevor Tsu and Schwa. Loser side is still filling itself out, so I mean, MKJ is actually going to be fighting Dadpool. That was just deduced. Meeks and Pokket are likely playing right now. Ramuh and NotChewy, that's a certified Game Lab classic. And then Brandanh, Alermi, and Coffee fighting for the loser side top 8 spot. So by the time we make it through these winners matches between Trevor Tsu and Schwa and Akeno and Rayzyrbyrn, we should have a full top 8 deduced. So looking good over here at Game Lab Make a Monthly.
Absolutely. And I'll be honest, it's gonna be. I feel like Jacko is one of those characters that a lot of people typically get knowledge checked by. You know, like if you don't have a Jacko in your area that you play against, you know, you can get caught on a lot of like layer 1 Jacko stuff. But now I feel like Jacko is highly represented in this tournament. Everyone here's got Jacko experience. Everyone in SoCal now is like, oh, I either play against Rayzyrbyrn Jacko, I play against Schwa, I play against, you know, Dadpool's Jacko,
yeah.
I play against Jack has a Jacko, Dudify has a Jacko. There's all these Jackos out there in the woodworks. Everyone knows. You can't get away with anything anymore.
The database is corrupted. What does that mean? This is the most threatening PS4 message I've ever seen in my life.
That is menacing.
What?
The database is
There's like creepypasta YouTube tier of like a PlayStation notice message. Like, what the hell am I looking at right now?
Oh my gosh.
The database is corrupted? What did they mean by this?
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to like the the Sonic.exe of Guilty Gear Strive. The database is corrupted on your PS4.
Oh my god.
Were you into the creepypasta phase of like, well, when was like creepypasta popular? I feel like 2008 to like 2014 was like a good creepypasta phase where it was all very popular. Were you on that wave?
No, I watched some YTPs every now and then. So.
Shout out.
Yeah, YTPs and SoundCloud memes are like what I was with. I really, really loved SoundCloud memes.
I respect that.
Oh man.
Yeah, I love. I was definitely the creepypasta kid. You know, like I was into like that internet horror culture.
Oh.
God, that was freshman year of high school. It's been a minute. Oh wait, hold on. I lied to you. It's gonna be Akeno versus Rayzyrbyrn.
Oh, word? Yeah. Schwa might have had another game to play because I think they are entered in Melty, so.
But I imagine we'll be seeing the Bridget here from Rayzyrbyrn. I can't imagine the Testament. And the Testament might come out, but I would expect the either the Jacko or the Bridget. I know Akeno has dabbled slightly in playing Bridget, so maybe has like a little bit of familiarity there, but also going to Frosty Fausting, like you said, you know, highly represented character there, got some good land practice at a major event. We'll see if that's able to transfer over Akeno.
I'm sure if he's not transferring over a matchup experience, he's got to be transferring over the weather, because like.
Oh yeah.
Brought the rain and the snow with him,
yeah,
but.
Brought it all back. I'll show a little love. And this is so actually this is another matchup that I'm excited to see because Akeno, when they were showing up to the locals a lot, they were like regularly winning on Tuesdays. They've taken a few of the monthly titles out in Fullerton. But since they've stopped coming around, Rayzyrbyrn has started arriving, and Rayzyrbyrn has been a regular top 3, a good couple wins under his belt.
Right.
And it's kind of been like, you know, taking his place a little bit as like one of those top 3 players. So now that, you know, they both end up in the offline scene, I'm excited, you know, to see how Rayzyrbyrn sizes up to one of the Owen Tuesdays graduates, as it were.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. Akeno, I remember when the Fullerton tournaments were happening, was a player that I really wanted to see how they would stack up against the Riverside crew. Because like I'd been seeing the VOD footage, Akeno getting like dub after dub, and I'm just like, this is a really talented player. So that's one big thing that I like about the Mega Monthly is like bringing like some of the Fullerton and Riverside scene together alongside a couple of like visitors from LA. So it's a nice little melting pot.
Yeah, absolutely. And already off to a great start here. He's going to bring you down to a little bit of health and a lot of frame disadvantage to be chasing down with that 2K and closing that one out with a perfect.
Indeed. Akeno making a statement. I mean, they've been kind of on a roll within the bracket thus far. I don't think they've dropped the game yet. 3-0 victories over Jesus, Joestar, Brandanh, and Dadpool. So they want to keep the streak rolling. I don't blame them.
Yeah, and I feel I'm going to trust in we've seen the set play advance in the mid-set adaptations come out in the last set where we got the reverse 3-0 sweep. So I wouldn't be deterred by a game loss like this, but a perfect off the game start and another quick round. Akeno's going to lead that 1-0.
Yeah, it just feels like with Akeno's momentum right now, it's going to take for a player or a situation to really shake them out of the zone that they're in. Because, like, every match that they are playing, it just seems like it's seamless, it's flawless, they're not even sweating. Like, this fully confident gameplay I'm seeing from them.
Okay, actually, very solid hit there. Nice. With the yo-yo there. Oh, wow. Okay, huge call out here for dash up. Was going for dash block and then saw the Zaro and realized such a great.
I was gonna say that was an adorable freeze frame.
She's smiling. She's cheesing. She's having a great time.
I love Bridget because all of her animations, she's living her best life. Like
She's so cute. And she just like me for real, for real. So like.
for real.
Backdash off, waiting. Okay, actually getting Akeno to commit the sword toss there.
Ah!
Yeah, instant overheads.
BRC jump scare. Okay.
A lot more patience there. A lot more attempts to bait out the 60. Huge backdash on the throw there.
Oh my god, what a beautiful confirmation from Rayzyrbyrn. Finds the throw, doesn't RC. Not trying to bait any burst or anything. Just gets the snipe at the ground, baits the burst out of pure presence, and they're running away with the victory to the end.
That, I would never have expected that burst. I don't know what the burst was supposed to be off of. Maybe it was just a hard read on spin in, but that felt like Akeno just absolutely, like you said, cracked under the pressure. And now, I feel like the pressure might just be mounting against you. And Bridget starting to get the mix going again. Yep. Instant burst off. Not want to deal with that in the corner any longer.
Right.
Punish him. You are able to block the sword. Yeah, again, the sword is the mightiest projectile.
Indeed, mighty enough to break walls and establish leads. Akeno has the positive meter bonus. 100 meter is a dangerous position for Ramlethal to be in, but we're just rolling our problems away. Bridget, look at her go. Feeling the pressure, YRC to get out of there.
Yeah, getting caught there is not great, and it should be dead for this one. Yeah, even the RC is not going to be enough scaling for you to survive that situation, but yeah. I feel like that is one of the things that a lot of players aren't ready to deal with. It's just jump back yo-yo toss. A lot of, just so many people are just so, like, they dash into it right away, and it catches so many people on counter hit.
Oh my god, empty roll low here from Rayzyrbyrn, adding on the layers.
Here, red RC into the corner, still just driving you to this corner with layers and layers of mix. A perfect to answer the earlier perfect.
I'm loving this. Their match starting to pay some momentum. Like, it looked pretty Akeno-centric here, but Rayzyrbyrn has really woken it up. This is a close set.
Yeah, and one thing I like about like a game like this is this game starts to become very important in terms of momentum, right? At 1-1, especially when you're starting to feel that Rayzyrbyrn has gotten a handle on what he needs to be doing. You don't want to drop a situation like this if you're Akeno, but you're in a great place to keep your hands on it. Finds a way out of the corner, blocks the 6-feet, but you're back into mid-screen.
Okay, yeah, no. Neither player having burst on their side, which is unfortunate given this, unfortunate for Rayzyrbyrn given this confirmed that Akeno was able to pick up. It's going to be fatal off the Calvado's wall break. Akeno going up 2-1 within the set now.
Yeah, that was actually huge. The just punished the landing, just went for empty land and got punish hit. Able to convert that off. I mean, you have to convert off those situations you're given, right? That was a do or die situation to convert off of. First off immediately though.
Oh no, swing and a miss, but Rayzyrbyrn having the conservative nature not to go for the burst, recognize it's going to get baited, so they will be able to stick with that. Yeah, not to spend it.
Yeah, let it a couple of TPs quick here while you got burst. But one thing I want to like focus on was having the wherewithal to not burst, and then also having the wherewithal to run under Ram and get a punish on the opposite side led to this whole round win.
Yeah.
That was like confidence that I am not bursting and I'm gonna be ready to punish in the result.
Beautiful. Gotta attack your opponent where they least expect it. And so just really flipping over the ideologies there defensively is Rayzyrbyrn. Oh my god, the backdash had the making the command throw whiff. Okay.
Yeah, and Rayzyrbyrn holding onto his burst and still makes forces Akeno to go into a low route. Yeah, okay, rock the baby. Great time to show here. Rocks the sword, YRC, try to take your turn back. A couple of hits there. Nickel and diving a little bit here. Oh, the cold burst is actually so huge here. Oh!
That had to be input errors all the way through from Akeno. What happened?
We're fighting demons.
Basically.
There's ghosts. There's something. I call the Ghostbusters. I call somebody. Call an exorcist, because I feel like that was burst, dust, and reversal super that we have just completely been way too far away to punish anything that Rayzyrbyrn is doing.
Oh,
but hopefully
boy.
that doesn't shake you, because now Rayzyrbyrn has brought the set count back to even and is starting a bit of momentum of his own.
Oh my gosh, okay, 6P whiffing the PRC. This is getting rougher and rougher here from Akeno. They're burst down. Rayzyrbyrn has all the resources in the world, able to open it up low, gets the meaty, and
yeah, finds it there. Rayzyrbyrn finally with advantage in the set.
okay.
What a hit. That was just 2H. That was just, I'm confident in that I will be calling you out right now.
Yeah, you can see Rayzyrbyrn not being too predictable with their movement, really making Akeno force the chase. They are able to lock down this Bridget within the corner. Beautiful throw bait. Forcing the burst from Rayzyrbyrn.
Yeah, I got shimmied out a little bit in that corner. Blocking for now. You got a lot of meter to be blocking.
No way.
I can't believe we let him get away with that throw. They both stared at each other for so long.
All right. Back into the flow of the neutral game. Run up 6P as a statement on the ground game. Rayzyrbyrn just trying to find a way out of this corner. It's easier said than done. Ramlethal.
Yeah, I feel like every little jump from Rayzyrbyrn right now is so tense. Okay, DP finds a way out of the corner.
Oh my god, what's the move here? Double jump. I love that JD with the counter hit. Gonna be able to get the pickup. We're going to a final game, final round scenario between these two.
Yeah, that was a huge JD call out to get there. Rayzyrbyrn not wanting to hard commit to getting out of the corner there, had to hold that entire round's mix, and now gonna be able to replicate the same situation.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no burst. So Akeno still has that at their disposal. We'll use it right now. I'll get Bridget off of me, out of that corner, back into the mid-screen, but they have a lot of ground to make up in terms of health.
Oh, that was a huge hit there. That's gonna be 50% and maybe even, wow, even more, 60, almost 70%. And the super backdashes out. Rayzyrbyrn needs to find a way in safely, but you can't let Ramlethal get a lot of his positive meter going. Finds an overhead there. Backdashes out, 100% meter on Ram's side. There's so much you have to hold right now. BRC finds the 2K there.
Are you kidding? Look at that conversion. That was insane.
Yeah, that whole combo. That was 5 hits off of that one situation.
Goldlewis, she has all the resources. This is so tense, but Rayzyrbyrn, everything to play with PRC, so that's one that's gone. Gets the hit confirmed. That should be it, and Rayzyrbyrn is able to do it. 3-2 victory over Akeno, and they're headed into winners finals.
That was insane. What a way for that set to end. That was, so Rayzyrbyrn committed to the backdash knowing that if Akeno goes for a PRC to try to cover backdash after Daro or after the run-up throw, Gold Burst was almost guaranteed in that situation. And at that point, the wind was out of Akeno's sails. You have lost your pressure string. You have lost your ability to continue going forward. And now you had to play that situation out. Rayzyrbyrn's patience ends up winning him out that set. That was, I mean, we've talked about, sets that could be grand finals. That felt like it could have been grand finals right there. But I'm sure Akeno will be trying to make a loser's run to get that run back.
Yeah, they dropped the losers. They'll have to fight against... Oh, we don't know yet. So, NotChewy is in top 8 loser side. They got the 3-0 victory over Ramuh.
All right.
Pokket is in top 8 loser side. They got the 3-2 victory over Meeks. So, the people that we're waiting on to see who they're going to join in top 8, Dadpool and MKJ. MKJ, I'm not familiar with, so would be interesting to see if they're going to be able to make it over Dadpool. And Coffee and Alermi. Alermi is another player I'm not too familiar with, but they're having a pretty deep run.
You would know them as Esther, or you know him as Esther 2D.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Esther 2D is currently undergoing a rebrand. Alermi is the new tag.
Word.
We have a trend in Fullerton of people changing their tags, and it just kind of happens every now and again. We had big shout outs to Kiss Me Foo, who became Major John, who then became Family Guy Funny Moments.
What?
So I'm just used to tracking people down and learning their new tags. So,
But you don't, do you actually say Family Guy Funny Moments on commentary, or do you say FGFM?
I call him John.
What?
I refuse to say Family Guy Funny Moments.
I would say FGFM.
So that's his tag on Start.gg is FGFM.
Okay.
But like so it's funny because I didn't know who it was. I was like, who's FGFM? And he shows up and I'm like, what's up, John? He goes like, it's not John anymore. It's FGFM. I'm like, what does it stand for? He looks at me with the biggest smile I have ever seen. Family Guy Funny Moments.
That's the point of having a tag like that. They want to be asked about what it means so they can say,
Oh yeah.
man, that's funny. Almost like a Family Guy funny moment it is. Seems
Don't do it
today
to me.
all we see. All right. Other side of winning semis, Trevor Tsu, Schwa. Okay, so I mean, Akeno was someone that was on a roll, right? They hadn't dropped any games up until that point. Rayzyrbyrn able to get 3-2 victory. Trevor Tsu on a very similar type of roll. Only 3-0s up until this point. So two dominant players, one hit a roadblock. Wondering if it may be the same for Trevor Tsu as they go up against Schwa. A matchup I don't know if I've seen happen before.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting it up right now. This is gonna be a long one. I feel like rounds can run very long in this kind of a matchup. But it does not look like Schwa wants to really see that timer clock out. He is going in right now on Trevor. Super should hit, right? You got enough time? Yeah, you do. Is that a perfect?
Yeah.
We
What a
have seen
statement.
perfects fly so far this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of these first round perfects coming out. And I'm actually curious to see how Trevor Tsu is going to kind of deal with a high level Jacko like this, because Schwa definitely feels like he's getting the better end of a lot of these early interactions. Rolled back in though, kind of getting to start up the game plan that Trevor Tsu wants. Ooh. Okay, he's gonna land the throw there, pull it back out of the corner with that rainwater, get that plus frames going. Oh, Kachi throwing.
All right. Trevor Tsu able to have the response off of the perfect going into the final round.
And, I mean, it's all going to be about game plans. Jump IV on the JD there.
Ooh, okay, that was cheeky.
Yeah, landed the throw there, Schwa. Getting good pressure, the dust. Snapping the glass here and getting the HP bar exactly where you want it. Pulling back in. Ooh, the minions didn't actually reach. Trevor back on the ground. YRC's going to get rid of that one.
Yeah, rightfully so, Spin, but just another one of these empty dash throws from Schwa gonna allow for them to get game one. Really has not had trouble at all navigating around Axel. I thought that the buttons and pokes and the overall screen control Axel has to disposal would be a little bit tougher for Schwa to get through, but they just had masterful movement thus far.
Yeah, doing a really good job of just keeping Axel in check, right? It's like not very often that Axel gets to be the character in check, but had like one or two snipes early on with the minion toss and hasn't needed to show a lot of incense. Getting sniped out by the minions.
Sheesh, Schwa's on a roll right now.
Yeah, Schwa definitely momentum in spades. Jumps over the 2K there.
All right, forcing the cross up. Minion is still there, hooking it up. Oh my gosh, Uncharged does. Trevor Tsu holding on to that burst for now.
Okay, gonna dash on there, trying to mix up where Axel's gonna press, but Trevor Tsu's patience actually pays off for him. Finding a good hit on the jump in, and should be able to kill off this. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Able to find another round there, but I mean, these rounds have been kind of swingy back and forth, but let's see what Schwa is able to make of this one here. Okay, opened up, Trevor finding a good couple lows. stunting out with the low is actually a little bit more prominent, right? It's like you run the risk of Jacko jumping and going for things like JD, but having a couple fast options off of things like 2P, able to find a couple good attacks, give yourself opportunity to do your normal Axel game plan. Hold back in. Jumps over the rainwater again. Not getting caught.
Hey, reset back. Oh my god, yeah, Trevor Tsu caught with not many options out of this one. They do BRC, so it's going to be a free reaction, but there it is, the counterplay from Schwa with the dropped combo. That could have been it. No way, no way.
No, this is a back throw.
The bag is being fumbled here from Schwa. No reach on the throw baits, but Trevor Tsu in full control. No way.
You know what? Whatever, we take those. If you're Schwa, you are happy to just take those. That was a little bit of fumbles on.
Duel 1.
Great answer off the PRC. Didn't get the combo. Got to the corner. Mistimed the throw. Either way, though, now back into the corner. Trevor Tsu, I feel like it's not his hand firmly in the driver's seat for more than one round at a time.
Yeah, it has been rough. I mean, Schwa, in all senses of this matchup, has had every single part of their game on point. Like the lockdown, the RC interactions, and just overall, I'm impressed with how close they've been able to keep the matchup. Like, Trevor Tsu cannot create space.
No, and not even RC there. He holds on to the corner because he just can believe in the power of the minion mix. Getting caught by the single flash there. This would be a really unfortunate round for Schwa to drop here. Finds a jump hit there.
Oh my god, committed to the burst. Schwa is going to be staying in the driver's seat within the corner, and then the JD actually punished.
Yeah, I think Trevor went for a call out on like a grounded minion pull and just got sniped out by the JD. Didn't have enough HP to make it out.
Okay.
And then again, this is feeling like the exact same situation as the other two games. A game goes Schwa's way. Trevor finds a great way to control game around 2, but then is just not quite able to find a win in any of these games. A perfect team.
All right, yeah, Trevor Tsu needed that. Just like in terms of peace of mind, don't even think about the macro part of the set where you're down 2. Just try to bring it back as much as you possibly can. A perfect for the moral victory. Inching Schwa into this corner, but Schwa is able to find a way out.
Yeah, finds a good conversion as well to get all the way to the corner here. Great poke out with that 2K. Finding a couple good hits here. This might be the signs of life, but that 2D was already started. We're gonna get a nice. Oh no!
Oh, but it might be working out. Even with the drop, it just led to a ton of resets. That's not gonna be enough to kill, but Schwa's in the next touch win scenario. Burst is on deck for both players.
Yeah, okay, finds a good air-to-air there. One solid counter hit on it, do it, pulls back in, finds it off the JD, doesn't block the burst.
No way, no, whoa. BRC, don't break.
Okay, BRC for BRC means we can tech the throw, we get the burst off.
Oh my god.
Want it, and we find it. One last sickle flash from Trevor Tsu is gonna keep you floating.
Oh man, tense stuff, but the high caliber play of Trevor Tsu, able to keep their wits about them, recognizing the task at hand to try to bring this back.
And you know what, that's one of those head above water moments where you have to take as much breath in as you can, because the second the game goes, you're gonna be right back under. But I feel like Trevor is definitely starting to swim rather than sink right now.
Oh my gosh. Is that another perfect? Yeah.
All right, another perfect. Trevor starting to add up the minutes here. Got caught on the jump in, trying to force.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, all of a sudden it feels like so what I had previously noted is how close quarters that Schwa's been able to keep the matchup, and that is just with time becoming less and less of the case. Like, I think it's a double perfect. Yeah, it is a double perfect. Like, Trevor Tsu is just really making it hard for Schwa to even be able to approach, and picking the spots perfectly on the ground and in the air.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. so many of those, that last round was a couple just like wrong jump-ins from Schwa that Trevor Tsu was able to get money damage off of. Blocks out here. Trying to run up again. And again, these jump-ins, these like floaty jump-ins.
Right, digging deep, gonna be able to find the 2K2D confirmation. This is where things get rough. YRC to get out of dodge.
Yeah, you snipe off a lot of minions.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Schwa was hoping for a burst there. Trevor Tsu had the willingness to just block it out, wait for a safer opportunity to burst, and they rewarded for that for a little bit of screen control. But Schwa finds their way back in. The pressure continues. No way.
All right, keeping the pressure going. We got a lot of minions. Whiffs the throw once again.
Such a clutch backdash there from Trevor Tsu to avoid the throw. Oh my God! But the far range hit confirmed from the far slash. Schwa is on the cusp of victory yet again if they're able to find.
Yeah, doing a great, I mean, Schwa really need, again, Trevor Tsu is just as much back against the wall as you are here, so you have to try to stay composed and be able to find a way in. Long distance on that 2D.
Oh my God. This is the start of something beautiful. Look at the minion sandwich pressure. No FD, so a good amount of chip resulting from that. Gonna be able to get a free anti-air based off the PRC. Here comes Schwa, everything that they got. Okay, what a throw break there from Trevor Tsu. Fighting with the back up against the wall in phenomenal fashion. My God.
Yeah, that JH as well, coming down with a strong counter hit. Don't burst here. Holds on to it. Trevor Tsu knew. Went for a burst opportunity. And there we go. We go into a last round, game 5 for this winner's semifinals.
Good assets that we've been seeing thus far. Here comes Trevor Tsu, striking blood first, pushing to the corner.
Tosses out the minion, able to get a little bit of extra pressure here. It's costing a bit of battery gauge, but I mean the HP bars being virtually even. Prices you're willing to pay here. Gets in. Okay, you can't guarantee yourself a fine punish. Tries to jump over a throw attempt. Trevor Tsu not gonna fight RC.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm loving Trevor Tsu's just, you know, not spinning the burst and some of those RC interactions, just accepting the damage, and it's really making a difference at the end of the day. Gonna be able to find the command throw. Trevor Tsu trying to inch on victory here. Is that it? That's it, that's it!
Yeah,
there it is! Trevor Tsu with the 3-2 victory over Schwa.
Yeah, that was terrifying there during that set. I was actually, Trevor Tsu not opting for, Trevor Tsu not opting for like any defensive overreaches, just held his ground for so long, waited that burst timing out beautifully, and able to find the win over Schwa. Schwa, a very unfortunate drop at the end of that set, but I mean, you know what? You took first seed all the way to a last round situation.
Oh yeah, I mean not even that. Like Schwa was on the verge of 3-0ing Trevor Tsu. Like they were looking extremely dominant within there, but Trevor really able to make the necessary adaptations that are needed of like a first seed player, of like a high caliber player in the form of Trevor. So Trevor Tsu versus Rayzyrbyrn is the winners finals that we have here for the Game Lab Mega Monthly, which is very interesting. I'm not sure if that is the winners finals I would have predicted, but it's definitely the one that I want to watch.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the bottom side of top 8 has been deduced now. So Dadpool got the 3-0 victory over MKJ. They're going up against Pokket. That's going to be happening right now. And NotChewy, 3-0 victory over Ramuh. And Alermi with the 3-1 victory over Coffee. So
all right. Making a good case so far. And I'm curious to see if Dadpool will be rocking the Ramlethal out for this matchup.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, in terms of stream matches, we've only seen Jacko thus far, so it's hard to say if they're even rocking Ramlethal much nowadays. Like, I haven't seen Dadpool come to these in a while. As I said, I think they've been mostly focused on multiverses as of late, but yeah, I'm not sure if they're even following Ramlethal anymore. It seems like a lot of Jacko lately.
While they are getting set up, is it alright if I use a restroom?
Yeah.
Restroom break?
Oh, man. Always got to keep the Dragon Ball Fighters cam going. I'm checking it out right now. Kuro Seraph and Ilukovic fighting it out in Luber's semifinals. Some good stuff. That's twitch.tv/KrakenAtkins if you want to see what's going on with Dragon Ball Fighters here at the Game Lab Bacon Monthly. I think Grand Blue Fantasy Versus and Melty Blood Type Lamina have started off stream. They're probably going to be following either the top 8, top 6, or top 4 for those tournaments. They're probably going to be following after these ones conclude, so. Oh, so some of the Luterside top 8 has already progressed. So NotChewy actually got the 3-1 victory over Alermi. And we are live and direct here for Dadpool versus Pokket. All right, thrown out of the pressure. Yeah, a little bit of a back and forth centric game plan here. So, oh my God, they're gonna pop. They're gonna pop. Oh, Dadpool is not ready for it. Oh, able to get the mix up. This should be a kill. No, Dadpool did not have the proper combos. What happened? All right, going to round 2. Round start, Beyblade, jump scare. They're cycling the frame traps away. Got to be able to get the wall break. Nagoriyuki.
All right, I'm back. I saw Nagoriyuki cutting up Jacko. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, Dadpool took the first round based off of a bad blood pop, and then Pokket said, all right, I got this, and they responded with a perfect. So.
All right. And you know what? We mentioned that earlier when we were commentating Pokket, right? He's talking about his ability to compose, to adjust for mistakes mid-set. And also, one thing we didn't talk about, he's got some fun combos on his character. He's got some fun air combos, some fun JD routes that you don't always see every Nago go for. But 1-0 for now, Pokket.
All right.
Let's see what we can get going here. And that's a frame trap. Sometimes you're going to get caught.
What?
Oh, yeah. He's in there. Pokket is that aggressive Nago. He's going to RPS you. He's going to make you hate everything about what's going on. And he's going to be taking rounds and style.
Oh my gosh, what the first round we saw of the set is such a far cry away. Like, it was just a distant memory at this point. Pokket is just seemingly in full control. Here comes Dadpool trying to take the tides with a throw, but Pokket having none of that.
That JD would have been a hard call out on a Jacko jump there, but caught by the Beyblade just at the very little end there. PRC. So actually, the timing for the PRC was actually kind of harder, right? But able to get it out there and find a 6B.
Woo!
Great counter around Jacko's game plan there.
Yeah, I love the usage of Pokket with that Nagoriyuki JD. Like, it's such a niche normal that covers a very specified area above him, diagonal, but like he's been able to utilize it in instances that are just catching Dadpool trying to up back, which is something that Jackos commonly want to do, right? They want to get up to the top when they want to do a JD or a minion toss. So, good recognition of just covering that space.
Oh, gosh. I was actually kind of scared for that burst, but either way, Pokket getting that burst off and sniping out the minion at the tip of his 5K. Finds the 5H there, okay. Still looking for good opportunities.
All right, yeah, loving just the frame trap, tick pressure here from Pokket. Dadpool's not in a comfortable position here. They're going to try to jab their way out, reset back into the mid-screen. They go.
Yeah, a lot of blood built up. That Fukio is going to help it build a little bit higher, but just these nickel and dime pieces are starting to add up against Pokket for this round. And there's the pop. Finally going to come in.
All right.
Hey, Schwa.
Dadpool.
Sorry. Too many Jackos. Too many Jackos. I don't know what's going on anymore. Atkins, where did it all come from? Wait.
I don't know.
What
There
did we do?
was previously none, and then they just started multiplying like they're rabbits or something. They're all over the place.
They're just pulling up like her minions, bro. Every time you look away, they're just pulling up a new one to throw in the bracket.
That's just how they roll. Unfortunately for Dadpool, not able to roll a D12 on the burst there.
Oh yeah, gets around that burst nicely, and not having your burst against Nago is a scary place to be.
Oh, I like that strategic burst there from Pokket. It wasn't necessarily like needed in terms of life totals, but it forced Dadpool to the corner.
Yeah, the burst for stage position there was really, really nice. Still pushing in, just a lot of like toe taps from Dadpool right now. And that should... I would say that's going to do it, but I don't know if this is going to break the wall. Okay.
Oh, wow, it wasn't even necessary. No, I thought that I was right there with you because of like Nagoriyuki guts and the wall breaking question. I wasn't sure if it was going to kill, but no, it ended up doing it.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen demonstrated the like lack of wall breaking ability that super kind of has.
Yeah, it's odd.
But maybe signs of life. I mean, we've seen a couple reverse 3-0s already. Maybe Dadpool wants to add his name to that list. Chopping up though. Okay, burst off. Oh, that Pokket was a little bit scary, but able to hold out the blood for now. PRC tries to jump over the throw.
That was so clutch there from Pokket, not committing even after the BIC, so leaving themselves open for the punish on the whiff throw attempt there from Dadpool.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I thought the bait was off the command grab, so I was surprised that Dadpool actually went for the throw tech there. But I mean, still found it on the way back down. Is Chipp gonna save you? No, too fast.
Oh, gets the OTG, still wasn't enough to do it. If you lose this, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's a blood pop combo. Yeah. Way too far away from the wall. Closer to the wall, Pokket could have taken the blood pop combo and actually had time, but unfortunately just not quite able to get their burst back off from Dadpool, but in a much worse situation, still locked into this corner, still dealing with Nago grabbing you.
Okay, I like the wake up buttons on the Crown Bear. Dadpool finding some pockets of escape, but might be too little too late. Full tension gauge available here, and we're gonna spin all that cash, baby. Pokket cashing their way into top 6 territory with the win over Dadpool. They got it. I promise.
Oh, it's already gone. Dadpool unplugged, and then once it stopped, looked over and said, "Oh my bad, I thought it just kept going."
It happens. It happens.
Yeah. Well, either way.
That was an honor of MK12 getting announced the other day. the interest pauses.
But I mean, hey, you knew the set was over. It happens.
Yeah.
Still gave the fist bump.
Indeed.
Was a rare unplug that was not like a rage unplug. Was just like, oh my bad, I didn't know.
Yeah, genuine mistake. Dadpool's not like that. Oh my god, I really want to watch this set. Akeno versus NotChewy coming up for losers quarterfinal. We have not had NotChewy on stream the entire night, which I feel like for Riverside, that's a disgrace. Like we gotta have at least one NotChewy set on stream. So I'm glad it's gonna be this one up against Akeno. This one is gonna be spicy. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I am excited, and I know Akeno is. If I know Akeno, they are not pleased about the way that set played out last time against Rayzyrbyrn.
Yeah.
To get reversed, was it reverse 3-0?
No, I don't think so. It wasn't reverse. I'm not sure.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
To still lose any kind of a set that you were that close to winning.
Yeah, it was a no-batter. And this is going to play into a little bit of a Riverside versus Fulton match, kind of.
A little bit. Precursor.
A little bit, man.
And here's the other thing, is when Akeno gets into loser's bracket, he plays all heart. They play 100% from, I just want to run it. I want to prove that loss was a fluke.
Right.
And especially to lose outside of top 4, I'm hoping that those emotions don't run in to your gameplay too much, because a player like NotChewy, I feel like is going to kind of expose that very quickly.
Yeah, NotChewy is a freaking menace. Like
Yeah.
back when I was playing a little bit more within our brackets, like this was back when I was playing May. I tried really hard to try to bring a playstyle that would like stop NotChewy, or like at least you know, like I said, try to convince them to slow down, and like I couldn't do it. Like they just like. Kind of dipping into that Pokket style of aggression and forcing 50-50s. They love bite. Like, you're going to see a million bites if they're able to get the proper Ooggy going. Like, it's fun.
I am excited because I know Akeno does pride themselves on being good to play around bite. So we'll see who's you know, whose rage, whose fire of intensity burns brighter. Akeno versus NotChewy. Kind of funny to play Nagoriyuki and have like the character that actually bites people and have the tag NotChewy. I feel like that's like a pretty good layer to it, right?
Basically.
But here we go.
Beautiful. Okay, it did a handshake around side. I like that.
Yeah. that was the glove bump in UFC. That was like, all right, yeah. We touch gloves, we move on.
Oh my god, almost.
Yeah, BRC Meeks not landing there. Was actually like drifted too far back off the BRC, but jailed in the corner, still gonna burst. HP lead be damned, we're still bursting. We're trying to take this one. Trying to chop you down to size. RC should just confirm that. I think you can. No, actually, not quite able to kill. Drop the Rekka combo.
Oh my gosh, sweep it away with these two S's. NotChewy has Akeno's back up against the wall, able to find the throw. RC. Oh boy.
Patience right now from Akeno.
I didn't know who hit. I'm like, what?
I also was not 100% sure. Like, the hit happened, I was like, I'm assuming Ram, but...
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I like that. Yeah, don't take that damage. I agree.
No, yeah, that would have been a lot of damage. And you don't know what combo they're going to go for, so you can't bank on bursting off a blood pop combo.
All right. NotChewy. Oh, damn, that did a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah. Ramlethal.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that NotChewy showed backdash within the corner there. Hello? Okay.
Oh,
They got some BRC overheads of their own.
Yep, the BRC mix. Taps off, though. Burst gets baited. Should be dead off of this.
There it is. Akeno making a solid statement within this game one.
Absolutely, definitely. And an important game one to win, right? When you, especially like your first round after losers, to lose that round one off of, you know, like a burst and then losing that much of an HP lead, that could have been devastating to your mental going forward. But now Akeno, I feel like, is definitely finding their stride a little bit.
Wow, extremely late burst there from NotChewy. Interesting.
Yeah, a very rare burst there. Backdash trying to step forward after it. Akeno not going to let that space go to waste. Into the corner and into the super.
Yeah, I feel like NotChewy is really trying to test Akeno's willingness to panic. Because, like, the way that they are challenging and what they're looking for, they're going for a lot of heavy burst baits, and, like, Akeno just won't bite. They're just in their zone, making it all happen. So I feel like what NotChewy needs to do is just, like, yeah, just finish your strings, finish your food, see how the burst pattern is first before committing too hard to burst baits.
Yeah, it's definitely that, like, walk before you can run, right? Of just, like, show that you can do the combos, show that you're not just going to hunt for bursts endlessly.
Yeah.
But speaking of burst, you don't got a lot of HP to use yours for NotChewy. Goes for the Beyblade, going to chase down the backdash, not quite going to get it. The BRC for BRC. It's going to go to the way of the Akeno, 2-0.
This is looking impressive here from Akeno. And so, like, the other thing here, so Ramlethal presence that we had here at Riverside, at first it was Dadpool, and then it was Methane, who is a phenomenal player, but Methane started coming to Game Lab once NotChewy stopped. Like, NotChewy just kind of like, they showed up the Festival of Fights. I haven't seen like a formal Game Lab tournament in a couple of months, so I don't know how too well versed they are in this matchup. I know they net play a lot, but yeah, they're running to a brick wall here when it comes to Akeno.
Yeah, just a bit. And I mean, maybe able to start up a little bit of offense here.
Where are the combos?
Yeah. Again, sort of same mentality of like, maybe that was a burst bait look that just didn't end up going anywhere, but gotta kind of finish your food.
Yeah, in just terms of like comfort and intention around hits, it's just like Akeno has a full reasoning for the routes that they're going, the options that they're choosing. Like I can really like dissect like Akeno's game plan to a T here. It's like NotChewy still kind of looking for answers within like how they want to take the fight to Akeno and what they want to do once they find those hits.
Yeah, able to find a little bit of an opportunity here with enough blood to make this combo look pretty good.
Double Fukio. Did not believe in the 2K. Did you get baited though? Oh. What?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the look was there. 5K finding a counter hit is pretty good, and yeah, actually, so that Fares gives you a lot of blood back here. RCing for a little bit extra so that we can try to find a way to win out this round. The throw is gonna whiff.
Oh my gosh, no 6P. I think that was the right option there, but just could not make sense of the situation in time.
Yeah, oh, kind of got shimmied out there once again. Akeno, I mean, it still feels like in the driver's seat, finally opened up by the 2S. NotChewy holds on for at least one more round.
All right. Oh, opened up by the massive stand heavy slash. Here comes Akeno. I love the IBFD there from NotChewy to try to get Ramlethal off of them.
Yeah, finally opts into the burst, and there it is, that aggressive style that you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah, that was also a good burst because it reduced the risk gauge. Like, they were about to hit max risk, and right before that happened, was able to change things back in their favor. That's gonna be Nagoriyuki. That's gonna be it.
All right. I mean, maybe Akeno wasn't aware of the wall health. I feel like everyone kind of knew that the wall snap was gonna kill, but
yeah.
Either way, getting pushed back into this corner once again. Flip, that should be a route to a wall break. And you know what? If you want to take yourself into the driver's seat with not a lot of counterplay room, this is exactly how you do it. 100% Ramlethal in the corner. Might find herself in a back throw incident, but should be dead.
Yep. Oh, no. Are you kidding? This character, bro. Are you kidding me? I kept expecting kill.
So I thought Calvados was coming out, and I think Calvados might have killed there, but either way, Schwa, tournament life on the line, second time for this set.
All right, try to swing away, sweep the floor with the 2S's, but Akeno perfect spacing, and I feel like we've been spending so much time in the corner, like Akeno just forcing NotChewy there, and they have not really been able to find an escape, gelling down with the JAs into the lows. What is the solution? Oh, okay, swing our problems away?
Yeah, it's gonna be a blood. Ooh, not gonna blood pop. Actually gonna go for the RC to try to save yourself.
Modified it up to kill, dice rolling, nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to let that blood drain out a little bit earlier. Finds a 5P anti-air.
All right, NotChewy not going down without a fight.
Yeah, and you do not want to get back-to-back revert, or have the situations reversed on you. Chops down here,
oh
Stomp,
my God.
actually finds a counter hit into the corner.
You gotta relax, bro. Oh my gosh. So this is classic NotChewy type of round. The early bite. Like, what was the reason to go for bite there?
Oh yeah.
Like, there's like no blood gauge built. He loves it. Like,
you know, he wants to know how chewy it is.
Yep.
Still pushing pressure. Still, yeah. Again, a lot of these interactions purely off of Beyblade, baiting out the burst there. I feel like Akeno is really starting to crack again. Starting to feel the same jitters as last time.
Oh my God, and this is, I'm telling you, this is not the player that you want to show any sign of jitters against. He's a momentum fiend.
No, it's kind of what you were talking about, right? Is NotChewy in the first two games was looking for a little bit too much, was looking for too much defense, and wasn't really being rewarded for it. But now that Akeno is starting to show a little bit of fear, Chewy is just eating him alive.
Yeah, this is rough. BRC finds the clip on the toes. Next hit can do it. They're just going to strike away. The Justifin on the heavy slash was huge, but here comes Akeno. Back throw into the
no, didn't watch the blood gauge,
Oh,
the blood pop.
no.
Oh, Atkins, I don't have a good feeling about this one. The mask goes back on, but you have some Brandanh to deal with. The GG gets in.
No way. The throw tech checks the toes. IBFDs all over the place. Not. Oh, you reach, I teach. The throw whiff. We're going to a final round.
Oh my God. We go to last round. We're starting off with Beyblade. We want some big money openers right now. Fares into the 5H, takes a little bit, finds a counter hit, jailed into the corner. You've been here before, NotChewy. Can you fight your way out one final time?
I don't know. It looks like Akeno is digging deep, trying to make it happen with the power of God and anime on their side. And here comes Nagoriyuki with the burst. Back into the mid-screen we go. Can they find a solution? The air-to-air for Akeno.
Yeah, finding a great conversion there, jailing into the corner. Are we going for a throw mix? We go for the plus frames. We're jailing out as long as we can. We want to get this risk gauge torqued. We want to get as much meter off of you as we can. Slam will do it. We didn't RC on the BRC drops.
There it is. Just a complete solid display of offense there from Akeno. Rightfully so. NotChewy had not many resources to work with. There was no burst. There was no RC. They just had to hold all the pressure for all that was worth, and Akeno did not let up, found the perfectly timed throw, and took the set 3-2.
I wasn't worried. Fullerton's just like that.
Oh man, I'm slumping in my chair because I was starting to believe. I was like, yo, NotChewy. It's coming out from the cave, trying to show Fullerton what's up. But well,
oh my gosh.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Oh my gosh, what a game. What a set. That was a fun one. And I mean, hey, you know, that easily could have gone either way. The BRC overhead also was like slightly flubbed at the end.
Yeah.
So there was even a moment to pick up the pieces there, but either way, the show goes on.
Yeah, I'm impressed with NotChewy's kind of development as a player, because like again,
absolutely.
like I haven't seen him since Festival of Fights, so like it's been like 4 months since I've seen him play offline. The BRC mix is new. I've never but not like new, but I've never seen him do it. And so like he's adding layers to his usually very strike throw centric game plan that I think is working for the better for it. You know, as soon as they were able to figure out navigating neutral gaming around Akeno, they were showing off these options that allow for them to almost threaten the reverse sweep, but Akeno is just too solid. Guaranteed into the top 4, trying to work their way in through losers to get into losers finals, potentially grands. As we make our way to this bracket, we're back to winners finals.
Yeah, winners finals here. Trevor Tsu versus Rayzyrbyrn. And, you know, it's kind of funny. Rayzyrbyrn is one of the, like, if we ever did the crew battle, I don't know what crew he goes to. You know, he's kind of far away from both Fullerton and Riverside. He attends both Fullerton and Riverside events.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he can go to either. Like, to be fair, I think he started going to Fullerton events before he started coming to Riverside events for Strive.
Okay,
but he's been here for like every BB Tag tournament, so I mean.
That sounds like he's coming with me. It was funny, I was mentioning this to Paul earlier. You know, like those, you ever see those videos of like, they get like 2 dog bowls and they put food in both of them and they let the dog choose which one to go to. We're just going to do that with Trevor. We're just going to put 2 controllers out and be like, okay, pick which one you like. We're not going to tell you which one it is. And I want you to know we both love you equally. But go ahead and just pick one.
Oh my gosh. There's a controller with the F and a controller with the R on it. Dope. Oh man, Schwa versus Pokket is an off-stream match, so they're trying to figure out who's going to get into that top 4. I know that's a banger.
Schwa versus Pokket off-stream. A mild tragedy that we won't be able to see that on stream, but...
Yeah, it is 10 p.m., so...
Yeah, I was going to say, it's also late. People got to get home.
Indeed. I got to figure out how I'm getting home. The freaking road is snowed in, but I'll work through that at a later time. Hi, Desert Y.
Well, if you need it, I have an open bed at my house. You are more than welcome.
Appreciate it. All right, do we have button checks or do we got button hits? It looks like they're just jumping straight into it. All right, winners finals. Rayzyrbyrn on the Bridget, Trevor Tsu on the Axel low.
Yup, Wizards and Warriors, here we are, winners finals. And we just got started off. And you know what? I've talked to Rayzyrbyrn before as he is a fan of slowing down the game.
Yes.
When it comes to Strive. Not many people enjoy that kind of a thing. So, you know, buckle in. We might, you know, you might want to get comfy. We might be here a little while because they are going to set play the whole set.
Yeah.
They want to see the full timer walk out.
Yeah, right now, despite the slow nature that Rayzyrbyrn is willing to play in, kind of getting outplayed within the neutral game thus far from Trevor. Easier said than done. I mean, it's actual low. Like, space control is just basically the name of the game with the character, so Rayzyrbyrn's still trying to find a way to navigate around it at the moment.
Yeah, still has not even found a hit on the board here. Okay, now it's mix time, right? You have to try to open up off of this.
Word?
Finds it there off the overhead. Ooh, into the lows.
Character's not all right. Okay, wall break. Positive meter bonus. That is going to be significant in terms of this comeback that Rayzyrbyrn needs to dig deep for.
Yeah, not having access to a wall slump in that scenario actually, like, really pays a difference. Whoa!
That was such a sick punish. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, actually huge call out. Said,
wait, oh my god. I need to make note of that with biking. Are you kidding? That's huge.
Yeah, went for double jump and was like, I know you're going to swing to try to get me back down. What is that super's name? It's got a messed up name. It's like Welcome to Hell or something like that. Like it's.
I want to call it Hell on Wheels, but like it probably is not that. But
it might be Hell on Wheels. It's got some messed up name, but either way, speaking of messed up, Trevor Tsu getting messed up a little bit in these corner situations. Finds a good amount of damage off of that one, but will Razor be able to close this one out? Ooh, just caught you holding up.
There it is. Finds the wall break. Rayzyrbyrn. Perfect response here as going into the round 3.
Yeah, doing a great job so far. Just it's about finding the opening. Wow.
What a 6P.
Yeah, what a 6P there. Ooh, tries to get a jump in there. Sickle flash going upwards, still just a bit too fast. Ooh, yep, throws out, catches him.
Okay, snatched out of the corner. I don't know if that was intentional against Trevor Tsu, but he's gonna be able to find a throw bait, trying to get a burst bait. Rayzyrbyrn not biting.
Yeah, I like the look for the burst bait there. You have the HP lead, which for Axel, you can comfortably play out the HP lead with or without burst on your opponent.
Okay.
Rayzyrbyrn playing very patient on those dash blocks, not wanting to overextend even an inch. Finds a good jump in there.
Ooh, okay, so there's the burst. They gotta navigate around neutral yet again if they want to be able to make this happen. Trevor, yeah.
Oh, it got so hard. He needed to be FDing for so long. Finally gets opened up there. 1-0 the Rayzyrbyrn. I mean, you can't be too upset about that if you're Rayzyrbyrn. You know, that was a large file size for you to download off of. So it's going to be up to you to be able to parse through that information, see what you can make of it.
Indeed, indeed. Hopefully Rayzyrbyrn able to find a cable nearby for the Ethernet, get off the Wi-Fi. But here we go, throw it to the corner, Trevor Tsu. Back to that space control that we saw so diligently from round 1, but a massive, almost Ramlethal-esque button there from Bridget. I love her idol animation. She's so adorable.
She's so cute. Ooh. Rolling out there, waiting just a little bit. Look at the patience on the Rayzyrbyrn. Helldiver. So again, or not Helldiver, excuse me. Same thing though, as of like went up, waiting to see if you can bait Axel into swinging off of your jump, and trying to use a super to counter that out.
All right. Space control here from Trevor Tsu, building up. Rayzyrbyrn still has a couple of resources to work with. Burst, they're building up tension slowly but surely, and they're just trying to match Trevor's momentum. Find the pocket and opening for them to go in. But, oh my gosh, perfect coverage there from Trevor. Trying to get a throw bait, nothing.
Yeah, even committed to the backdash in case the throw is coming. Finds a solid counter hit in here.
Oh my god, that was so sneaky.
Yeah, caught by the overhead. YRC tried to attack a throw, I believe, but...
So I feel like what the massive issue is here is like Rayzyrbyrn is finding openings, but like they're only finding it after getting chipped down a ton. So like when they are able to close the distance on Trevor, it's in an impressive fashion, but it's in a do or die situation to where it's just like if they aren't going to snowball to victory, they don't have opportunities for error.
Yeah, and especially when it comes to like the wall breaks, right? Is like you get so much damage, you eventually get to the wall break, but the HP pools are effectively even after the wall break. We might even see a repeat of that situation here, that time mixing into the low. You get to this wall break, but you can't get yourself plus frames. You're still down in HP and in resource.
I love you mentioned that because it's 100% right. Just a perfect display of what you just said there, as Rayzyrbyrn is stuck again with the challenge of trying to navigate around the Axel neutral game. Is that another punish? No, the PRC. Whoa, they're still going! Acting irrespective of Bridget is the motorcycle, but there it is, Jay.
That looked like she got on the motorcycle. She was like, hold on, Roger, let me hop on the back real quick. I'm going to zoom on in.
I think Roger has similar properties to, like, May's well when she does her Rainbow Super. But, like, if you RC cancel that Super, the well goes, like, irrespective of May. So, like, I think Roger's the same way. So, despite her getting poked out, Roger was still coming. Like, it did not matter.
Roger's got places to be, and it hopefully for Rayzyrbyrn would be in these grand finals. But shall we see? I mean, got 3 more games you got to win if you want to make it there. Waiting out patiently with that. Oh, actually. Wow.
I don't know about that.
Okay. What a punish.
Yeah. Great situational awareness from Rayzyrbyrn. We've seen a lot of situational awareness in this matchup, like the jump super to beat out the chain tosses there from Trevor Tsu, the IDFDs that they're pulling out, and just the overall patience. They have a game plan. I just wish the offensive sequences and pockets that they find, they're able to find it earlier in the match.
Oh, actually just using the tumble to get back out of that situation. Kind of gave Trevor Tsu back the space and said, I don't need to. I'll be so mobile that it won't matter.
Right.
Now you got to get in. You have to be able to close this one out. Excuse me, getting a bit of a voice crack there.
We're all
but
good, we're all good.
Jumps over. Look at the patience from Rayzyrbyrn so much. Just waiting in crouch.
Yeah, just the will to, like, I mean, not fall victim to any of these, like, 2 slashes. Letting the risk build, it does not matter. You have to hit me, and I feel confident you're not going to be able to do so.
Yeah, still just biding his time as best he can. The risk gauge was in the red. It's back in.
Yeah, so able to cash out a little bit of it. And this is starting to dip back into the issue that I had with the way Rayzyrbyrn was playing it. I feel like there was an opportunity for a punish there if Rayzyrbyrn had the proper RC, but unfortunately...
Yeah, so that was kind of an awkward situation. Trevor Tsu went for 2K off of the PRC. I don't know if he expected, like, Rayzyrbyrn to RC downward, and that was why we went for 2K as the answer there. But the reason Razor didn't swing is because he was expecting 6P. Maybe the layers are too deep for us to see here in the booth, but 4 seconds on the clock. We're going to see a timeout.
Yeah, actually going to be... Somebody... This never happens. Like,
yeah.
Timeout in Strive, like, what?
And Rayzyrbyrn actually losing the round off of the timeout. What game are we playing?
I don't know. Looking like Street Fighter 6 or something.
Yeah,
like.
MODOK looks a little bit different on this setup. I don't know what's going on. Finds a good throw there. Trevor Tsu finding a bit of momentum off of that one. Can we chase down?
Oh, that ID.
Ooh, okay. A little bit tense there. Finds the opening there. Caught Trevor Tsu out of jump and now locked into the corner. Straight into that super. Not going to get the wall snap off of it.
Man, I think that's actually a good thing, though. Like, yeah. I mean, like, although it would have been a knockdown, Rayzyrbyrn gets to maintain this corner now.
I cannot get over the amount of patience that Razor is showing here. You know, I feel like in some situations it's good, and in other times it's starting to work against you, and I believe it might work against you long enough that the set closes out here. Yeah, one more Axel Bomber will do it.
There it is.
There we go. Trevor Tsu able to close that one out. That was a 3-0, but that was...
It's the longest 3-0 ever.
That was the... That was the first time I've ever seen the timeout screen. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And I see Schwa and Schwa and Akeno playing off stream just a little bit to these players' right.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, they're trying to figure out who's going to be challenging Rayzyrbyrn for the losers finals. So it was Rayzyrbyrn that sent. That did happen, yes. Yeah, it was Rayzyrbyrn that sent Akeno to losers. Schwa was on the opposite end of the bracket, so they haven't played Rayzyrbyrn tonight quite yet. But yeah, I'm sure Akeno is hungry for that run back.
Oh yeah,
So-
absolutely.
But yeah, we are slowly but surely wrapping up here. So we're inching towards top 3 here for Guilty Gear Strive, the Game Lab Mega Monthly. On twitch.tv/KrakenAtkins, they're in grand finals. It's Garlic Bread versus Zane, so number 1 versus number 2 seed going on. After both of these tournaments, we have Grand Blue and Melty Blood. I'm kind of curious about how those brackets are shaping up. Let's see. I know they've been running those off stream. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Melty Blood. That's what popped up first. So for Melty Blood top 8, we have Oddlies and Kote Kyle, the San Diego game. Maldi Blood and Ollie, Shuabu and Schwa, and Trainer Blake and Massive. So I'm not sure what any of the San Diego crew plays with Melty. They've never came here for Melty, only Uni. But there is Dead Apostle Noel in the mix. Should be Roa, Ark, and Akiha.
Okay.
In terms of Grand Blue Fantasy versus, let's check it out.
I still need to put more time into Melty.
Word.
I'm digging Monte Cristo though.
Okay, yeah, Monte Cristo's dope. I just recently started learning Power Seal.
Okay.
Yeah, so Grand Blue Fantasy versus top 8 is Cheese McQueen, Shuabu, Meganakan, Skyward Gemstone, Dadpool, Jake804, Dot MP4, and Namuko. In terms of character spread here, I mean, Shuabu plays like everyone, but probably Grand. They've been on Grand lately.
Okay.
Thank you. Cheese McQueen on Zeta. Meganakan in San Diego, I have no idea. Dadpool, I think, plays Matera. And Dot MP4 is on the UL. So, gotta be seeing those tournaments come up here soon.
Yeah, and once again, I mean, if you guys are in the SoCal area and you are looking for a local to attend for almost literally any fighting game, Riverside Game Labs is where you want to be. Plus, Friends run a great event here. Will pretty much house any fighting game that you ask them to. If you can get the people, they will put up a tournament for it time and time again. Great food, fun venue, bar in venue if that's your jam, you know. Always a great time out here. And a lot of, like you were saying, you know, like high level competitors and fighters, high level competitors in, you know, in Melty, in a ton of other games. I mean, Trevor Tsu, you know, we saw earlier a lot of high level competition for Strive. So many good players of so many good games come out to these events. You absolutely want to be a part of it if you get the chance.
Indeed. Yeah, so it looks like Schwa got the 3-2 victory over Akeno. So it is Schwa that's coming up into the losers finals with the Jacko up against Rayzyrbyrn. Now, this is probably a button check. Rayzyrbyrn has picked Faust. I'm sure they're deep in thought about what they want to do here. Do they run the mirror? Do they go test it? Or do they go Bridget? Like, that's such a tough decision to have to make as a player with Rayzyrbyrn, having 3 totally different characters. Like, they've been able to manage quite nicely, if I say so myself. Like, they're guaranteed top 3, but I don't know how they do it. Like, I'd be stressed.
And, like, top 3 with wins on each of his characters so far.
Yeah, absolutely. They cycled through literally all 3 of them. Like, it's crazy that they're able to juggle that many characters at this level.
Yeah, and we'll see the Testament. Actually, I'm a little surprised to see the Testament. I feel like of the 3, not the matchup that a lot of Testaments typically enjoy, but we'll see what Rayzyrbyrn is able to bring to this matchup. That Schwa actually had to fight a different Testament earlier in bracket. But as you reach this like top 4 level competition, top 3 now, you don't want to be, you know, you got to be able to adjust to higher level players, higher level opponents. So starting off nice here. Schwa already into the corner and setting that mix nicely. 80% already chopped off, and a throw just to help that along.
Man, that was a little bit of a wild toss there. PRC in order to save the momentum, but Schwa still working on a perfect, all things considered, able to catch the air dash and looking good, looking good.
Yeah, and you saw a little bit of like why this matchup can be a little bit difficult for Testament at times. The Crow was already en route, but wasn't even able to go the full distance because you have to start blocking minions.
Right.
6B off 2 minions there, though, will give you a little bit of an opportunity. Teleports back down to the ground, right into that closest. Schwa off to a good start here.
Okay, back dashing through the pressure here. Here comes Rayzyrbyrn with a massive RC. Piling on the stain, pushes to the corner.
Yeah, finds a good catch there. Ooh, okay. Not quite able, but the Crow snipe will put you back down on the ground. Gets under that JD nicely. Into this corner we go. Can we hold on to it long enough?
One thing I really like about the way that Rayzyrbyrn is constructing the neutral game is like they are throwing the fairy into different parts of the screen, but not always throwing the Crow to the fairy. Like that new change that Testament has where you can hold the button and it still flies straight across is key for Jacko. Because like if she is trying to get away from the fairy and you just throw the straight across run, you can still snipe her out of the skies.
Yes.
Not limited in options.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we are able to find that last hit. And I'm really curious to kind of see like how Rayzyrbyrn is going to develop off of that, right? Like how are you going to develop off of how you play around the Succubus interactions, right? Hopefully see a little bit of more about that. That 6P was
6P
going
is so funny,
the
bruh.
wrong way.
It's such a funny 6P.
Funny little haha button for sure. Ooh. Okay, IB is on the cross up now into the corner. Doesn't even want to commit. Schwa kind of jumped out menacingly enough. Rayzyrbyrn not wanting to just get caught up here. Ooh!
That was such a sick conversion.
Yeah.
Like off of a minion toss, that random, able to get the run up close slash. Schwa on another level right now.
Yeah, the minion kind of like pushed Testament down and Jacko just got them bridal style on the bottom there. That was beautiful. Oh, that's a pretty strong counter hit. Not able to get the conversion off of it, but will incur the burst nonetheless. Side switches, here we go. Left, right, what else we got? The dust stall.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right.
Oh my gosh, just
Huge, and that's sort of Schwa just adjusting to the 6B, right? Minions got caught on it a couple times. Schwa himself got caught on it a couple times, said, okay, I need to start playing a little bit more around that. And Rayzyrbyrn, I mean, I feel like Rayzyrbyrn has not even had a chance to start cooking.
yeah, I mean, it's looking rough. It's the Schwa show of what we're seeing right now. A little bit mistimed on the throw, so this will give Rayzyrbyrn an opportunity to strike back. I love it and going for the throw yet again. The easiest Ooggy in the world. It's my favorite, dude. All right, wall break.
Yeah, wall break with that 6H, that large cleave, but he's gonna get answered back right away. Into the corner. Yeah, I was gonna say, you can burst off to just get yourself out of that situation, but all that meter expended just for you to end up back here once again. Finds the lows. And that's gonna be 2-0 for Schwa, starting a lead off quite nicely.
Yeah, Schwa is cooking. Now, the last time we saw Schwa go up this confidently was against Trevor Tsu, right? They weren't able to close out after that. Trevor Tsu did get the reverse sweep. So, looking to not repeat the past in that instance, just maintain the dominance this time around as they're trying to work their way back to that grand finals.
Yeah, gotta fight back your demons, right? Gotta fight back the flashbacks from earlier in this set. Oh, that 6P was the right idea, but the wrong timing, and now you're just gonna get blown up for it. Locked in that corner. Wow, the Abari on the 2K.
Yup. Loving the mid route decision making to pocket the minion, guarantee the wall break off the super. Schwa is like, they're around to lose really. They have all the momentum that they could possibly need. Positive meter bonus, no burst to worry about. Beautiful navigation through all the Testament tricks at the moment. There it is.
Yeah, the tap dust will be able to seal the deal there. Super just for good measure. We'll give you one last burst for this set if you are Rayzyrbyrn, for this game. But it's never over until it's over. Rayzyrbyrn can find a way to rally here. Ooh, okay. Burst off immediately, just doesn't even want to deal with the damage, don't want to deal with getting to the corner, none of it. Schwa wants to run the show right now. Finds a throw, though.
Throw to the pop stain, I see.
No, it does not. Oh,
what? They were not expecting to be there.
No, yeah. I was expecting just a normal jump in, crossed over, still picked up the pieces of it.
All right. Rayzyrbyrn fighting for the tournament life here at the moment. Schwa still just ran away from closing it out. Instant burst here from Rayzyrbyrn.
Yeah, and you really don't want to see Schwa choke twice here, but Rayzyrbyrn actually kind of doing a little bit better of a job of starting to expose Schwa for getting a little bit too aggressive. Now just kind of resorting back to the minions.
Whoa.
Oh, huge anti-air.
Oh my god, that was so clutch! The freaking minion on the bottom activating the attack and literally the tip of the vertical hitbox making contact with Rayzyrbyrn. Hey, yo!
Yeah, that'll hit. Still got a punish frame off of it. Rayzyrbyrn just needs one last hit, one last opening. 6-piece off the minion, but the fireball is too slow. There's a second minion coming.
Rayzyrbyrn trying to control for all the minions and just take them all up at once, shadowboxing, but they just gang up on you. It's unfair. It's supposed to be a 1v1 game. How is she making a 4v1? It's the power of Jacko and the power of Schwa as they're going to be moving on into the grand finals to challenge Trevor Tsu yet again.
Yeah, that's some great Schwa right there, able to get himself back up to grand finals in the losers side. Rayzyrbyrn, I mean, congratulations, of course, for taking third here at the Mega Lab. That is our Game Lab Monthly here. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I mean, you can't be too upset about third.
Yeah, I mean, for a tournament of this size, it's definitely the type where making top 8 is an accomplishment. Like, we had like 40 people here, really high-level people from all over Southern California, again, Riverside, Fullerton, Los Angeles areas even, and attracting some faces that we don't see very often. Trevor Tsu, NotChewy. And it's been great. I've been really having a good time watching some of these people clash, potentially for the first time. Like Dadpool coming out is like really funny in itself, but it's all culminated to this for the Trevor Tsu Schwa matchup. And I mean, all those Trevor Tsus in this position, it wasn't something they got easily. Like they barely got it with the reverse sweep in that winners finals. It looked convincing on the grip that they had in the matchup there, but Schwa has had some time to work their way through losers. They're going to be coming into this with a fresh mind, so it really can't go either way.
Yeah, and for a character like Jacko to have to win a reverse sweep situation, that is a pretty hard, not an undoable ask, but a pretty hard ask because you're going to have to dig deep in your bag of tricks of Jacko, especially against a player like Trevor, who, like you said, demonstrated that he has control, demonstrated that he's comfortable in this matchup. But there is only a little bit of time left to prove it here at Riverside Game Lab. Wizards and Warriors, it's grand finals time. Losers end to grand finals. Schwa battling his way up to get the rematch against Trevor Tsu. I'm looking forward to this one.
Same, yeah, should be a blast. Trevor Tsu, yeah, really the only person that has made them bleed is Schwa. Like, it's only been 3-0 victories from there on out. 3-0 over Rayzyrbyrn, 3-0 over Ramuh, 3-0 over Pokket, and 3-0 over Alermi. So, in terms of just statistically, opponents that they wouldn't want to fight in grand finals would be Schwa, just given that that's the only person that they dropped the game to. But lo and behold, this is the mightiest warrior that has rose from below. Grand finals, Game Lab Mega Monthly, Guilty Gear Strive is underway.
Yeah, here we go. Already pulled in. Doing a great job here. IVs off the air-to-air. It's a good call out. And actually, I kind of like that Trevor Tsu actually went for an air grab, or excuse me, didn't go for the air grab there and went for the IV instead. Recognized the timing on that situation was not quite in his favor. That's good awareness to have walking into this set. Knocked down though in the corner. Schwa back on the offense, doing what he does best.
Indeed. Finding the soccer kick, counter hit opener, and yeah, Trevor Tsu's just gonna take it. Not opting for any hero burst or anything of that sort.
Yeah. Okay. I respect bursting there. Just immediately take the burst. The JD actually not gonna connect there.
Oh boy, Schwa just fishing for these final hits. Okay, I like that. Activating the minions so they're a little bit more durable, but we need to be able to use them. There it is.
Yeah, the minions just staying in place even after Jacko is hit because of the battery super is a great way just to like keep potent threat up in those last hit situations. First time we've actually seen that super from Schwa.
Yeah.
But used in good utility.
Oh yeah, beautiful PRC in order to cover the IAD. Trevor Tsu covering all angles, and phenomenal response to this round too. It felt like a perfect. It was not quite, but I mean, just 12 measly endgame seconds was enough to get the.
Yeah, knocking that one down. Burst back up for Schwa in this round, but yeah, you're in the corner again. Schwa actually, I feel like against a lot of opponents, getting away with a lot more mid-screen stuff, right?
Yeah.
We see a lot more left-right mix in mid-screen, a lot more like longer Ooggy sequences. Against Trevor, it's all corner pressure. It's all, I don't want to give you a chance to leave. I'm not letting you go anywhere. I'm going to keep you here in this corner, and I'm going to make you hold the full extent.
And rightfully so.
Pressure.
Yeah, I mean that's been a big thing that we've been noting about people when they fight Trevor is like when they get when they finally get in on Trevor, are you breaking the wall? And if you are, why? Like if you have like a solid game plan around, like you're guaranteed a safe jump off of a super knockdown or anything like that, sure. But like the last thing you want to do is like break the wall recklessly against a player like this and a character like this, to where you reset back to neutral, where we see how the neutral game goes. Like,
yeah, we'll see what we're able to make of it here. Yeah, that's gonna be a solid hit. 6P though. We'll win for the full charge on that dust. Try to see if we can get a bit more than we're due there, but either way, the RC to keep it safe, keeping this pressure going. Blocks the 2K2 Diabari, but full commits for the way out here. RC to guarantee us a turn. Good blocks. But caught by the jump back JS.
there it is. Trevor Tsu trying to reclaim this matchup a little bit. But here comes the 2D. You have mid-screen pressure coming into play here. Look at this Jacko fly, jeez.
Yeah, using a little bit more. Okay, the dust actually hitting there, right? You conditioned him a little bit with the left-right. Schwa now able to pick up the pieces with the high-lows off that 5B. Dropping out, having to block a lot of sickle flashes. Explosions popping left and right. The JH finally lands off there. Wire seed.
Right.
Trevor Tsu has had a couple money wire seeds so far in this set. Yeah, and that's gonna do it. A couple money wire seeds, and that last wire seed was just the complete wind out of the sails for Jacko, right? If you get the wire seed and you snipe the minions off with it, it's such a hard way, or it's so hard for Jacko to kind of recover her Ooggy after that.
Yeah, essentially, with Trevor Tsu looking to close this out if at all possible, wants to prevent the reset, and just the angles that they're covering are making a lot more sense, you know, just matching Schwa's movement, you know, meeting them in the air, having the proper 5P calls, it's looking good.
Okay. Caught with a low there, caught swinging at the minions. Doesn't opt for the super, maybe wouldn't have had enough time to go for the super wall break there, but...
All right, finds the pickup. Lovin trying to really jump over these axle tosses, but just can't quite find a way in horizontally, by their own volition, that is. Dragged in there, Trevor Tsu, full control.
Yeah. Okay. Doing a good job, just backing out with these rainwaters. Kind of one of the things that is a little bit hard for Jacko is answering just basic Rainwater 5K Rainwater, right?
Right.
You have to heavily commit to be able to counter out the Rainwater. She doesn't have a lot of fast advancing moves to be able to cover that. And right now doesn't have a lot of HP left to play with. Gonna get in there under that JH. Blocked the burst actually off of a whiff 2D.
Wow, that was such an unfortunate clash there for Jacko. Trevor Tsu able to take advantage of the situation. They are one game away from being victorious here.
Yeah, will we see Trevor Tsu be crowned the potential champion of the Riverside Game Labs Mega Monthly? All right, will Schwa have anything to say about it? Getting sniped out from ground to air, that defense system Axel Low has. Speaking of lows, though, Schwa finding a low of his own there, able to put pressure on, push back into the corner. No, actually lets him out, getting these side switches going, but Trevor Tsu's defense is impregnable.
Yes, absolutely. Trevor Tsu making Schwa work for it. If they want to find any semblance of hope that they have from the winners final side, I'm a new and improved Trevor Tsu. Not gonna make the job easy. Here comes Schwa. Okay, PRC activations for both sides.
Yeah, the air throw was a little wild there from Trevor Tsu, but able to find a throw of their own. Schwa.
All right.
Pressure in. Okay. Ooh. Pop at the low. Taking a page out of Rayzyrbyrn's book with how much patience you can show on the block.
Okay, great throw break here from Trevor. Getting instant to this corner here. 5K anti of all things.
Yeah, not a bad option, especially with Axel having a 6-speed that's not exactly preferable for its speed. Schwa with a couple good IBs there. Ooh, IBing that dropkick is actually such a huge opportunity. Wasn't able to pick up the most of it, but that really messes with Axel's timing of that string.
YRC, kind of like a final stand here from Schwa. They want to close this out if they can and not be within a tournament win scenario, but it's going to be the case. Trevor Tsu, one round away from taking the Game Lab Mega Monthly for GGST Strive.
Yeah, oh, and getting pulled in by that counter hit. Rainwater's not a great way to start it off. 40% already down the drain. Oh, sprinting all the way up. Schwa, a good snipe out with the minion. Oh, Trevor Tsu finding a grab there is not good. Finds another one here, holding on to the corner situation. BRC finds the overhead. That will do it. Trevor Tsu is your Riverside Game Lab Mega Monthly Champion, winning 3-1 over Schwa. Round of applause for Trevor Tsu and for Schwa. GG's.
Indeed, indeed. Schwa having a phenomenal tournament run of their own. I mean, they only lost, they could go out of this bracket saying that they only lost to first place. Like every other player that they fought against, you know, did exceptionally well, showing off with the Jackal. But Trevor Tsu, first place. Was a pleasure to have them here and see them back within Riverside Game Lab, and looking strong as per usual. I expected nothing less from them.
Absolutely, absolutely. A great tournament all around. I feel like everyone could really hold their head high about those wins, especially those top four. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And you were mentioning we got more fighting game action coming at you, so don't go anywhere. You want to watch some? What do we got next? We got Grand Blue up next, you said?
I don't know what's going to be here, but
okay.
Grand Blue Fantasy Versus and Multiple Chapter Meta Top 8 are introduced. One of them will be here. Dragon Ball Fighters had a bracket reset, so that's probably going to last a couple more days in terms of how long that set is going to take. Because Dragon Ball's a long one. But yeah, we'll be getting set up with some type of tournament coming up here shortly. It's been a pleasure having you up here, Dr. No.
Thank you for having me, Atkins. Always a pleasure to be with you. Hopefully be seeing you around